And we're live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Purple Pill Pod, episode 19 tonight. The number one show in the world for dating right here in Dallas, Texas. Please make sure to like, subscribe, go follow the podcast Instagram. Please go to it, guys. If y'all want to see any of these girls' Instagram, we have it tagged right now in the story, so you can already go and DM them if you want, or you can already go and add them. So please go and add the Instagram. We need to get way more followers on there. And please go to the TikTok that's tagged below as well. If you're a single lady, please hit me up on Instagram. We always need more of y'all to come on. Shout out to my producer tonight. We just got Donnie working, and shout out to Cornerstone Events for helping out with everything in the background recruiting for me. I appreciate y'all. Tonight we got really special guests though, so why don't you go ahead and shout out your channel, bro, and let everybody know where they can find you.
Absolutely. My name is Street Hymns. My motto is doing hymns for the streets because the streets need him. I am a battle rapper, musician, spoken word artist, nonprofit owner, and I just love inspiring people to create. I also have my own podcast as well that I host with two other people named Caleb Berry and Elijah McCall called The Black Men Do Talk. And it's basically DUE because it's overdue conversations from a Black man's perspective. We talk about anything and everything, and we have a great time with a live studio audience in Dallas every Sunday night. So tune in and you'll definitely be entertained and possibly inspired through our conversations.
Hell yeah, dude. A fucking live audience.
Absolutely, man.
Dude, that
Absolutely.
is so unique.
Yeah.
That's so different.
Yeah.
Man, y'all need to go check that out. That's like the only
Mhm.
person on YouTube I've ever heard of having a live audience.
In fact, I see, and it's crazy because when I saw your podcast, he's like, we are the first and only live dating show. I was like, man, I should have said I'm the first and only live studio audience because I don't know any other podcast that's doing a live studio audience. So
yeah, you should advertise that.
We got to advertise it, man. You give me some ideas, bro. I appreciate
1,000% advertise that, bro. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so revolutionary. All right, but yeah, so let's start with the ladies, though. We're gonna start over on this side. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves? Let us know your name, your age, your education level, what you do for work. If you want to flex on us, your credit score, whatever you want. But yeah.
Not too much on the credit score, but my name is Jazz. I'm 25.
You talk a little closer if you can.
Sorry, my name is Jazz. I'm 25. I currently work in the healthcare field. I have my bachelor's in fashion, so it's nothing related to what I do, but I love it.
Okay. What about you?
That's cute. Okay. My name is Asia. I'm 29. I am studying for real estate right now, and I'll be done soon. So.
Okay.
That's what I do.
That's it. What about you? Name, age, education level, what you do for work?
My name is Javen. I am a surgical tech / assistant. I've been doing that for 6 years. I love it. And yeah.
Okay. What about
and
you?
your age?
Oh, yeah. Age?
Oh, I'm 20. Oh, I'm 30. I have to get used to that.
30?
30.
Damn. What was your... You said 25, and what was yours again? 29. 25, 29, 30. I'm trying to memorize. What about you? Name, age, education level, what you do for work?
My name is Marlene. I am 24. I am currently a tax preparer on my second year. So hit me up for tax.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be busier. So
come on now. Scanning for Mexicans.
All right.
Hey,
We've got a Mexican.
Mexican right here.
Shout
Okay.
out.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Mexicana right here.
Don't play with her.
Hablo español.
Oh, you actually do
But
speak Spanish
yes,
stuff?
Full. Yeah.
Good.
Read,
That's
write,
what's up.
all that. Yeah. What else?
Or what do you do for work? You already said
For
that.
work right now, for part time, I'm a waitress. Currently, I'm just like at home with my baby.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, you have a
Until
baby?
until taxes comes around January. So it's about to be here.
About to
So,
grind.
Everybody get ready.
Yeah, grind real hard,
Everybody
yeah.
hit her up for your taxes, y'all. So what about you? Name, age, education level, what you do for work?
Hi, my name is Raquel. I'm 30. I just turned 30 last month too. I work in accounting, finance. So yeah, I just plug in numbers all day.
Okay. Y'all kind of like in the same thing to an extent.
Yeah.
All right. So now I just want to know, let's change it up a little bit. We're going to change up the show a little bit from how we used to do it. What can you improve on? We'll start for relationships. Like, what could you improve on to make yourself a better person in a relationship?
I feel like trust is for me. I feel like I've been through several relationships already, and it might be too much information, but with my baby daddy, I feel like that just ruined like my whole trust level. So I feel like for now, that would just be like my main thing. Would be like trust, working on that.
Trust, like cheating.
I I feel like it's more on it wasn't like about cheating. It was just more like towards the end, them true colors come out. Like you can't fully put your trust in somebody and expect them like, oh, like you know what, maybe they will be there for me, for this or that. Because
Were the trust issues there before the sign showed up though?
They would pop up here and there, but I'll be like, oh, it's nothing. It's something small, because I would have my little outbursts too, like any relationship. So, but I feel like now it's like that's like my main thing to work on myself is like to just really take my time. Get to know the person and stuff like that.
Take your time, work on trust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, what can you improve on?
I think I would have to say listening, because I feel like I need to just listen more, because I've been like told that like a lot, like you don't listen. But the thing is like I hear you, but I see what you're doing, so like a person can tell you something, but they're doing the complete opposite. So I think mine is just listening more, because it's like a person will tell you who they are if you just really listen to them. Like, so I think mine.
I don't know, but I feel like sometimes actions, like you do need to watch their actions though. So I want to say that you're doing a good thing by making sure that you watch their actions and not just what they say, because somebody could say something and their actions are the opposite. So
different.
Yeah, maybe not check yourself too much on that. And I want to say, as our relationship expert tonight, I want you to chime in at any point.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a relationship expert, but you know a lot about dating, and especially
I've been in the streets, right?
But yeah, and blending it with religion, I think, is something that we really need today. So that's why I really wanted you on. So if you ever want to give it, I just wanted to say, if you ever want to give advice when somebody says anything, you're more than welcome to say anything, bro. I just want you to know that.
Indeed.
For you, what's something
that
that
ask me?
What? Oh well, yeah, dude. What's some of that? Hey, no, I just really like it. I just really like your content from what I've seen so far. So I don't think you need to improve. I'm just kidding. But what can you improve on? Let's humble ourselves a little bit.
Nah, so I think that in ending a relationship is one of my mentors told me it's best to not just break up but pack up, because in that moment there are very few people that know you as well as that person does at that moment. And so for you to say, hey, this is where I did you wrong and this is where I feel like I need to improve, is there anything else you see that I can improve on? And so in my pack ups, I've asked the women, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, what can I improve on? And one thing that was told specifically from one of the women was like understanding, because I'm very black and white a lot of times. I definitely can see nuance. I can see, how things aren't always, in the data and statistics, but or just what you're presenting, because a lot of times it'd be, you say one thing, but honestly you felt something else. And so because of that, I would be very, very critical when things wouldn't match up, or I would actually seek out things in a certain way. And I feel like being able to be empathetic towards the situation and how they got to the point they were in how they communicate, I could definitely continue to grow on. And that's just not in just dating relationships. I think there's people in general, because I mean I think there's benefits in generalizing things, but also to miss the nuance in understanding that people are individuals can take away from the impact you make and actually get into an understanding.
Mm-hmm. No, and every person's not like every statistic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't always go back on that. So what about you? What's something that you can improve on?
I would have to say being vulnerable. I'm so used to doing everything by myself and handling situations by myself. If I feel triggered or I feel like I can't handle a certain situation emotionally, I shut out and I'm like, okay, I need a break. Let me just figure out what I'm feeling, how I'm feeling, and then we can talk about it. I'm not that kind of person that will speak about certain things while it's happening, because I feel like I'll say some stuff or they'll say some stuff that they don't mean in that moment, and that'll make the situation worse. So I need to be more vulnerable. That's why I'm single now. I want to work on myself and fix that about myself. So
no, you got to put them walls down at a certain point.
Yeah.
What practical steps are you say you're taking in order to work on yourself? Is that like a personal journey? You're seeking outside help? You're seeking like what would you say are the steps like you feel like you're taking?
I feel like I'm just being more in tune with my emotions, like not seeking other help, personal help like that, but just checking in with myself, having more self-care days, slowing stuff down for me, because I'm always constantly working. I'm always doing something that's like maybe my stress levels are a little too much for me sometimes. So I try to like back away and just check in with myself, make sure I'm good. And
Would you say, because this is just me, if independence is the struggle and you're seeking help independently, would it be too much to actually seek outside help?
no,
Indeed.
I'm open to everything. I'm
That's
not
good.
completely closed off.
That's
But
good.
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Good self-awareness.
Now, what can you improve on, you think?
I can improve on my communication. I feel like
Turn the mic a little bit more towards you if you can.
Okay. I feel like I come off very dominant, like just and I may not communicate exactly what I mean or how I feel. Like I don't like showing tough love, but I feel like it comes off like that a lot, and I just want to work on better communicating my feelings to a person. Yeah.
There's just so many options out there today. I feel like communication is really bad because there's so many people that you can talk to. There's so many other things you can do other than communicate the issue.
Yeah.
There's so many with your phone. It's just like whether you're texting somebody else, texting a friend, calling, going to hang out. There's just a million options out here. It's like, but sometimes you gotta just, communicate and not and distract. Like, don't get distracted by this horrible world because it'll completely take you away from somebody that might really care about you.
So, real quick, do you find yourself ever doing that? What Sergio's mentioning, like for an example, instead of communicating with your guy, you would rather go and hey, let me go and slide in my DMs because I know there's like 10 other dudes in there where I can talk to.
Nah, really, my DMs kind of get on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. Dudes say the most
Dorky shit.
Like, yeah. So, like, if me and my man, like, if I'm going through some communication situations with my man, like, my DMs piss me off even more because it's like.
Well, it doesn't have to be just your DMs. Like, you can go outside, you can go to the girls' night, whatever.
But yeah, like when I'm having that type of, I always like link with my girls, like chill, so we can like talk about it.
I feel so bad for your guy, man.
Like, cause,
Wow.
cause yeah, like because I feel like if they don't, I feel like dudes have to be like real sweet to me first for me to like be like that to them.
Are your friends single though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no. Okay. Well, wait. Actually, all of my friends. Okay, and that's why I need. Most of all my friends are married. So like.
Okay, that's like, a good thing though.
But
you said that some of them are
Do you
single
take
too.
their advice?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's good.
I just think that you should
that's
like
good.
hang out with your married friends and
But I
maybe just
can't.
put
They
those
don't
single
live
ones off to
here.
the
Yeah,
side. I'm just kidding.
They don't live here.
Long
So,
distance married. So okay. Who are you hanging out with?
My single friends.
Indeed.
But who am I supposed to hang out with? Like, I would rather hang out with my man, but like.
But there's no good men.
No,
Don't do
Dallas
that.
men suck.
They
I don't
really
know.
do.
Like,
Whoa.
The quality is
they
horrible.
Suck. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Do Dallas men cheat the most?
absolutely.
Yes.
Yo, what are we
I'm
doing
not-
right
I'm
now?
not there.
What are we
No.
You guys
doing?
are horrible.
Yeah.
Where's
You
the
guys.
loyalty?
Okay,
Whoa,
okay,
whoa.
but
Y'all done got hurt by some niggas that done grouped up everybody. Golly.
yeah, but they fine though.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
God.
that's the thing.
No,
but
they
you can't
fine.
let the looks.
Yeah,
You can't
I
let
be
the looks.
shook by the looks. I ain't gonna lie.
It
Like,
be the looks that
I be
keep you.
because I don't really be like in love. Like,
Yeah, it just be like you look
Bruh.
good. I'm entertained. Yeah, I'm just admired by your presence.
Donnie,
you
they're
fine.
exposing themselves so much, bro.
Especially-
the first question.
okay.
Hey, let him keep talking.
I
Let him keep talking.
I know. Just let them keep going.
Let them keep talking.
Just let them
They
keep
be
going.
fine.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Indeed.
that
And
really
I
just be it.
appreciate
I'm just building. I'm
Okay.
building it up right
I
now.
do gotta
But
know.
it's not
I do gotta
even
know.
just the looks though. You have to be intelligent too, because like I can't be
Yeah.
with like an airhead. Like you can be fine, but if you're a dummy, I'm gonna be like looking behind you, like that is a nice piece of art. Like
So all you need is intelligence and looks for you to
Nah,
be
I need
enticed.
a lie.
no,
I need a
but
lie.
like
That's
He
what it
gotta be able
sounds
to
like.
dress.
You've
He
had
gotta
experience
have
with.
some music.
I'm just saying
He need
you
to have
can't
some
just be
money.
good looking and have no intelligence. It's a lot of good looking people, but they're not smart. Like they just have their looks going.
But what I'm saying is like if your experience by majority is that Dallas niggas suck, and you're saying that you have to have intelligence and looks, and these are the first two things you look after, then could it be that because of the standard you're applying to the men you're seeking is leading to your results?
No.
Okay, well.
It sounds like you
What
might
do
be
we
a
know?
little shallow sometimes. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, just a little bit.
I'm literally going off of facts and like what I've seen. Like Dallas men, like I have more men friends than I have female friends. And so like just hearing the way like they do women and stuff, like some men honestly have like spared me. They're like, you a good girl. I'll never do you like that, but like I'll do her like that though. like
Do you call him out?
Like yeah, I'm like, cause I'm still a woman.
do you,
at
like,
the
call
end
him
of the
out?
day. Like I'm like, that's wrong. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah,
Indeed.
right is right, is wrong is wrong. You know, like I'm still a woman at the end of the day, so I'm still gonna be like, you know, I'm not gonna just be like, oh yeah, go ahead. Like, nah, that's still foul.
Here, just really quick. I want to know: do y'all think men or women cheat more? Just each person. Do men or women cheat more?
I'm going to say.
Into the mic for us, please.
Oh, I'm going to say
Thank you.
women.
Women?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Emotionally.
Well, yeah, we're gonna say emotional cheating is
Oh,
cheating.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Indeed.
I'm gonna say men. Period.
say men?
Emotionally and physically.
Physically. Okay. What about you?
Men.
What about
Yeah, I think it's even.
You think it's even?
Humanity's jacked up, yo.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say men too.
What do you think?
Man, all the way.
All the
Yeah.
way.
Would,
All the
would,
way.
All the way turned up.
would y'all agree that the person who usually cheats first though is gonna be the woman emotionally?
Yes, I agree. Because
Do-
I'm going to say I check out.
Yeah, you're
I'll
gonna check out
first.
emotionally, yeah,
Mhm.
and then you're already texting another guy,
If
and then
he's not doing his part,
Yes,
as, you
yes.
know,
Yeah.
emotionally supporting me or being there, then absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I
Someone
think-
else is gonna complain. You know,
So,
do that,
with that being said, do you think men would emotionally cheat first before a woman?
Yes.
of course.
Absolutely.
You think
Emotionally.
emotionally? So,
Okay.
No.
when a guy has sex, do you think he's attached emotionally?
No,
not
we
at
know
all.
that. We
Well,
know that
well,
men are
emotionally.
physical.
Emotionally, nah.
Men
That's not
are
happening.
physical.
Here,
Women
one
are
mic at a time.
emotional. Like men are. We know that men are physical. Women are emotional. But like women, we all know that we leave mentally first.
Yeah.
Like men, like
Yeah.
we could be with a dude, but our mind is with somebody else. Like we're like, dang, what is he doing? Like you know what I'm saying? Like men should know that at this point. Like
And y'all blaming the men?
So, women leave what first?
we leave mentally, and then
Leave
like she
mentally
said,
first.
emotionally. We're emotional beings. We know that men, you guys go off of physical, we go off of emotional.
Okay. Well, based off of what y'all just answered with who cheats more, who do y'all think is having more sex, the men or the women? Like, if we totaled up all the men from say age 18 to 30 in the United States, who's having what's the percentage of men that are having sex and what's percentage of women that are having sex? You think? We'll start with you.
I'm gonna say about 65% of men.
65% of men are.
Yeah.
So there's
Mhm.
35% men that are just not getting no play right now. You think?
Probably, yeah.
What do you think?
No game.
I'm gonna say 80-20.
You think it's 80-20?
Yeah,
So about 20% of guys aren't getting any.
yeah.
Okay. What about you? I think you already know.
I
this.
know the answer.
Yeah.
This is why this is crazy.
I don't know. I
Just-
never really thought about this.
Give us a
Perspective.
number.
Just off what you
Yeah,
know.
we know
in your
y'all don't think about
experience.
this. That's why you don't. That's why this question gets you off guard.
I don't know. I feel like you talking about men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many men do you think are sleeping around from 18 to 30?
I say 40.
40% are,
Mhm.
and 6% are like not having nothing.
Maybe. I don't know.
What do you think?
18 to 40 something?
18 to 30. 18 to 30. You think they're all having sex?
Absolutely.
What about you?
I'm going with 30%.
30%.
Mhm,
Okay. The
30%,
only
sure.
person who's really on target is well, I mean, it's 70% are having sex, 30% are not. 1/3 basically are not having sex. So some of y'all were pretty close, some of y'all were really off. You're really off. The biggest thing is that like
she say all of them. All of them.
so the reason why girls sometimes think it's all men is because maybe the guys that you're messing with are the type of guys that get around. But most guys are living in their mom's basement, like super losers, like playing video games way too much. Like you don't see the guy that works at Jack in the Box, you know, like he's a fucking dork. Like you're not gonna give him the time of day. So like, but yeah, most guys are not sleeping around. So like you were saying, you know, it sounds like you've had some bad experiences. Just know that it might be based off the type of people you choose, because there's a lot of guys out here
I
that get no
don't
play.
choose them. They choose me. I'm always literally just minding my business, and somebody's son comes bothering me, like literally.
So I like to explain though that like
Somebody's
so
son
so
comes
I
like I'm
bothering me.
serious.
oh so I always like to like teach girls this. So for guys, we have to go and spread our seed out, have every dating app. I don't encourage men to do that, but you have to talk. But you have to talk to 1,000 girls to just get genuine desire from a few of them, and they might not even be good girls. They might really love you, but they suck at everything else in life or something, you know. So for guys, you got to talk to thousands of girls before you get the right one. Like I consider myself very lucky. I found a unicorn, but for girls, it's the opposite though. You have to filter 10,000 men. You have to learn how to vet and filter more than your mother and your grandmother ever fucking had to.
Yeah.
Your mother and your grandmother did not have near the options that y'all have today. So if you are not a master at vetting and filtering, y'all are screwed.
Well, that's
like
true.
honestly.
Well, that's I feel like that's actually not the trap, because I do believe things happen that are exceptions to the rule. But at the end of the day, when it comes to choosing men, I've just by and large seen that the women around myself and the women that I see outside of myself don't really do a diligent job of choosing men. And I feel like it's because of the family dynamic. Like because the family dynamic is broken. Now, mind you, this wasn't the best method, but before, when you brought somebody to the front of the door, there was a father right there with a shotgun. Like, all right, my nigga, like who you bringing in my house right now, right? And which then puts pressure on the woman to be like, all right, I got to make sure whoever I'm bringing to my father will be approving of him. And so you're not just bringing anybody in and out the house. And so I feel like because there's not that male filter to say, hey, who is it you're dating? And I even talk about this with my own group of people that I'm around, like my Christian community. It's like, yo, I typically don't know who y'all are dating until after the fact. And for me, I feel like including the aspect of protecting women, protecting Black women, is not just the savior mindset, but the prevention mindset. Help me help you by letting me know what's going on beforehand, so I'm able to assist you in deciding, helping. Because if you're looking at myself and the men around you as stand-up fellas or stand-up guys, then if you're bringing somebody around, either he'll match the energy or fall to the wayside, you know. And I feel like when it comes to the choosing dynamic, like I feel like it could be more community aspect than rather be individual, because as from what I'm seeing, the individual method is not working out too well.
Yeah, prevention is the best medicine.
Can I piggyback off him? I 100% agree with that, because like the dynamic, like you said, with the mother and the father being in the house, like being with the man who had his mom and his dad, like they do treat you differently. And then being with the man who just only had his dad or only had his mom, it's like they don't know like how to nurture, like how to love. Like it's so many like mommy issues, daddy issues. Like, you know, they don't have that like grounding where they have both. Even if your parents were like divorced, like my parents were divorced, but like I have my mom and my dad, and I have like men in my life to show me. So like, if you're super important, I've only been in like 5 relationships. Everybody else was like something to do when it was nothing to do. But like, you know, like seriously just getting involved with me and like saying like, this is my boyfriend, 5. And like, I would take them to meet my family. And my brother, my dad, my mom, they'll be like, he's not it. You know, like, he's not it. He can't do this. He can't do that. Like my mom, like, they're like, if this man can't do what we can do for you, if you still got to call me, if you still got to, you know, do this type of thing, then that's not a husband. Like, you know, you need to date with a purpose. This man doesn't have this, that, and the third. So I agree.
So would that be because within the 5 experiences you've had, and you've already summed up the Dallas
I
niggas
was
ain't
young
trash
with 3 of them.
for sure, but like, would that be you not heeding their warnings?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Continuously, while my family is telling me like, you know, like he can't provide for you.
So
like,
what will be the advice you would give to the younger you or another younger girl looking right now that's like, yo, but I love him, there was a vibe, he's attractive? What will be the advice you would give to them so that they won't make the same mistakes?
To listen. Like I said,
listen
earlier,
to your parents.
To listen to my parents. Listen to my big brother who's happily married. You
Facts.
know,
there
my
you
brother,
go.
he was that playboy too, but like he changed for his like I see that, you know. So it's just like dating with the, like you said, like earlier, like dating with a purpose and just dating is 2 completely different things.
Y'all also got to realize women fall in love with their ears and men fall in love with their eyes. So a man saying the perfect things to you, like y'all got to realize guys are finessing for box these days hard. Like y'all are really good. Hey, but y'all are really good at finessing for the bag though. Like y'all get guys out the bag left and right. But you got to realize there's some guys out here, they be finessing y'all out the box like it's nothing. So, and it's because they're saying all the right things, they're doing all the right things, they're selling a lifestyle to you. You got to be careful and protect yourself, because these guys, they're good. Yeah. They're good con artists these days. They're very good at what they do. Yeah.
Hey,
To-
Sergio,
yeah.
before we move to the next question, we still had to ask.
Yeah, I was gonna ask her that
Okay.
last part. Yeah, what can you improve on? I never asked you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm 25. So I feel like I haven't really stepped into my like womanhood mindset. So mine would be my way of thinking. My way of thinking.
Womanhood mindset. Break that
Mhm.
down for me, please.
Okay, so I've never been in a relationship, but
Indeed.
I've been in a situationship for a long time. And he's much older. Well, not much older, but he's older and he has things like children. I don't have those. So when it comes to spending time with his kids or going to go see the baby mom, like I still have childish ways of thinking. Like I feel, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I just,
Is the difference between a situationship and a relationship simply a title?
yes, I think so.
So I got a
think
question.
so. Because we do everything, like literally everything. We build together, businesses together, everything.
That's not a relationship.
Right. That's like a partner. Like that's.
But I mean, how can I put myself in a relationship if I've never been asked? Like,
So okay, how about this? Is it you that was the reason why it didn't continue a relationship, or was it him? Was it him? You would say
me, because I feel
You
like
didn't want
I don't
him.
have those situations. Like I don't have what you have going on. Like I don't know how to
So
explain
why are you
it.
why are you continuously pursuing that? Because you can be with somebody who doesn't have children. Like
Yeah.
I don't
She's
have children.
digmatized.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
it's
I don't
really-
have like you can be
And it's
you can be
not-
with somebody who's on the same level as you. Like you can be with a man that's older who has no kids.
But that's what I'm saying about the mindset. When I meet a guy that can teach me something, it's like I get scared, so I self-sabotage, or I, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like I feel like maybe I'm not where you're at right now, so I like fall back.
What do you think that stems from? You think it's like a childhood thing, a family
I
dynamic?
definitely feel like it's childhood trauma and then my anxiety. Like I feel like I can't meet you where you're at, so I feel like I attract guys that are under me. Cause I don't know.
Do you think
So-
it's trust too?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Mhm.
All of that.
So you mentioned childhood trauma. I
Mhm.
got a question for you. Did you
Okay.
grow up in a 2-parent household, or shall I say, did you grow up with a father figure in your home?
No.
No. So
Mm.
would you say that you have a problem with being submissive and letting a man lead?
No. I love to do that. Even
Well,
if,
how do you not listen, but you're okay with having a man lead?
Okay, so I don't know. Like I feel like I have not the crickets. Don't
Okay.
the crickets.
How about this? How about this?
Okay.
Sometimes it's easier when you actually define terms.
Okay.
What would you define as submission in dating?
In dating,
Yeah.
making
Because
sure
for me, dating and marriage, I feel like people tie things that are involved in marriage, especially marriage biblically, and then apply that to regular modern dating. I'm like, yo, we shouldn't conflate the two. I think there's aspects that kind of definitely, join in or correlate, but to make it equal and synonymous, it's like, yo, that's why. Yeah. Anyways, so defining submission in your term.
with dating.
Yeah.
So
dating.
with me, I'm big on peace. So I want to be that for you. Like I don't want to be the reason why you're happy, but I want to add to your happiness. So I'm going to cater to you emotionally. Like I want to make sure you're okay mentally, for one, because I need you to be mentally okay for me
For sure.
in any situation. And financially, like I'm just going to be that person for you. Like I don't want to be a mother, but I want to be nurturing to the fact of you can feel safe with me. Like you can tell me about your day at work. You can tell me like what's going on in your life or deep childhood traumas that you may have and you never share with anyone. I want to be that person.
Donnie, how many girls have came on the show and said that they want to be this
the
like
peace.
emotional burden for a man? Like
Walmart.
I've heard this like
I
literally
heard
from
that on
every
there.
like
Oh
literally
my
like
God.
80% of the show. I don't know. I've just heard this a lot.
Okay.
It's
so,
just really
so,
surprising me because I don't know. It's
I
just
think it's
it's
natural
actually
for
quite the
women.
opposite
For
of what I
sure,
want.
for sure.
But I
Now-
think women are
now-
projecting what they want.
For
also.
sure.
I was
Now, mind you. All right. Have you ever asked a man what he wants from you in a relationship?
Yes.
And what did he say?
The same thing. Peace. I just want you to be my peace. Like I got so much going on. I just want you to be my peace.
He communicated he wanted you to be at
Mhm.
peace. Indeed.
Yes. I
So-
asked all those.
Okay.
Trust me, y'all. I asked all those questions. Like I'm probably am with the wrong or pursuing the wrong person.
Mhm.
But I just feel like if
100%.
I could help him grow, cool. Like
No.
I know
What was that
I
advice you gave to your younger
No.
self again? Run that back.
You
Run
need
it-
to listen. No.
It had nothing to do with this conversation.
Listen.
But go back to that advice you had for your younger self.
No, for real, bro. No, for real. No, I mean that's just how it works, man. Like you'd be surprised how much you can get. Like I was saying, though, dickmatized. Like you can literally. Next thing you know, like you're screwed. There's something I like to talk about called alpha widowed a lot, and that's like where like a woman like deals with a guy that's such at like a high caliber, like the lifestyle, the looks, just some maybe he's really the best kisser, the best at dick game, whatever it is. But you can sit there and become alpha widowed by it, like you like to where there's nobody that's ever going to make you that happy because they don't nobody's reaching up to that point that that's the one badass guy did.
But for me, I'm gonna say it's not the dick. Honestly, I feel like it's trauma bonds. Like,
yeah.
It's
Well,
trauma bonds.
But you know, the good thing is you are the good thing about you are you know exactly what's going on. Like
I
you're
know.
not
And
like
I tell
you're
myself that all the time.
self-aware,
Yeah,
so
I
you
know.
know better.
I know.
Well,
Yeah,
I do.
But the good
I
thing is
do.
some people don't even know. Like
Mhm.
you're aware, and that's beautiful. Like I
Okay,
have
but
to.
is it weird? Okay, look. Is it weird that I would? I don't know. I don't want to say this. I don't want to be judged.
Just
but
say it.
I would rather have a guy that I could feel like you need me.
Yes,
So
that's
I don't-
horrible.
So I don't want to be with somebody that I'm gonna need him. Like
No, you know, you said it right the first
Yeah.
time. No, yeah.
I don't want to.
cannot build
I don't
You
want to
can't build anybody.
You cannot. It's not Build a Bear Workshop.
Okay.
A man is not that.
yeah,
No.
so
If he
there's
don't
something
wanna
in the
do that-
manosphere and the red pill that they like to say all the time that women don't women like to wait for the man at the finish line, and that's something that I truly
devil
believe.
is
Like
alive.
it's
fall in love with
it's better. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can be at the
The
back of the line.
potential
Like
is
if you
just
want
Hey,
to
one
help
mic,
a guy
one mic.
build,
No.
like if you want to help a guy build, you can. But I'm telling you right now,
You
it's
need
the
to
wrong
already
thing to
become
fucking
you need
do.
to already become equipped. Like this is what I learned being with toxic men, because you
Oh,
know we all
God,
went through
talk
that
about
phase.
it.
The thing that I had to learn was I can only bring to you what you already have. So you saying like you want a man, be my peace. You already have to have peace.
Absolutely.
You already have to have money. You already have to
Absolutely.
be mentally stable. You already have to be spiritually, emotionally, all these things. I can only add to what you already have. So if you're mentally going through something and I'm trying to help you, that's not gonna sustain everything that you already going through. Like you're gonna some people twist that, because I literally just went through that like 5 months ago, and he was placing his burdens on me.
Wow.
When
We
I
got
was
the
actually
same
trying
life.
to help.
Was we
We're both
messing with the
Scorpio.
same man? What was his name?
Girl.
What was his name?
I'll talk to you on this show.
Well, like
It
the
sound like
big
it
thing is what y'all need to realize though is that all of y'all are pretty girls. You're all pretty girls, okay? So regardless, y'all don't fuck with ugly dudes or trash guys. Like y'all don't fuck with bum ass dudes or normals. Y'all are trying to women. So there's something called hypergamy that me and him were actually talking about this before the show. It's a thing that men and women go through. You're always trying to upgrade. You're always trying to go to a better thing. This is why sometimes you can be with that guy that like you really like him, but he's just simping too much or something, and you're gonna replace him with the better guy because he might take care of you in a certain way, but he just ain't. You don't got that vibe. But and then you meet that guy with that vibe, you'll be hypergamous and choose that better man. You will date up. So like the thing is, since women always do this though, sometimes you have to check yourself and say, am I being shallow? Am I picking a certain kind of man? And like this happens all day long. And like all of y'all are choosing the same guys. Like the guys that get play, like the guys that actually sleep around and actually get a lot of girls, that's only the top 10% men. Like think about how many guys are only 6 foot tall. You're looking at only like a small percentage of men that are actually 6 foot tall. But I bet if I asked all of y'all would say you want a guy that's 6 foot tall.
I don't want a 5 foot. I'm 5'7". I don't want a 5'5" dude. I'm
Well,
looking down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Wow.
but,
Okay.
but I'm
Okay.
just-
Wait.
I'm just letting you know
Wait.
that.
I
Okay.
have no
I'm
Okay.
not
Okay.
saying that
Look.
I'm that shallow. Like I have dated somebody who was the same height as me, but I'm just like,
Look. Okay.
I'm
So
so
here's the
shallow.
thing. Here's the thing.
So many
Now, mind
times,
you,
you're
mind you.
so tall.
It's
you.
so,
I knew you
Hey,
was
one
just
mic,
that
one
before.
mic. Hey,
Come on.
ladies.
I know. Look, I don't mind. It's a good conversation. I think that I don't mind the thin line between shallow and picky, because when I have a daughter, I want her to be picky. Like I feel like women are the pickiest, and I feel like that's a good trait. Like to know what you want. Now, what we all have the volition of is what we're picky about. And the thing for me is I have a slew of great men that I have. Like if there's a woman saying I want a good man, like I want somebody who is loving, kind, a leader, makes this amount of money, etc. I'm like, yo, I got those men. I start off 5'5". He's 5'5". 5'4", 5'3", 5'6", right?
No.
And the issue is that's already like literally, if you ask the average height of a man, typically to the average woman, the average man is below average.
Mhm.
And that's and so we're literally talking about a man, something he can't even control about himself. He's already taken off of your radar. He's got a great heart. He can make a great father. But at the end of the day, just because of a physicality that he has no control over, he's already disqualified. And I'm like, yo, this is a great man, though.
I
Okay,
can
but
pick
that's
him up.
understandable.
And now mind you. And here's the thing. You have the complete volition about who you choose, but understand, the higher up you go on that, not only are you limiting your options, but the options that you are seeking are also being sought out by others.
And that's
And so-
completely fine though. It's you know.
So the question is, and it's not to come offensive, but like, are you willing to compete for that man?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like a little
Indeed.
competition.
I mean, because
So
I feel
yeah.
like I don't know if this is unrealistic. Like, you know how people say like you're looking through the rose-colored glasses. Like, no, I'm looking through it logically. But like I feel like you can get whatever you want in this world. I feel like people like even like my two older sisters, I'm the youngest. So like I have all older siblings. So they always like, you have this perfect man in your head, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get him because I'm not settling. You guys complain every day about certain I love y'all, but
See,
it's
but
like you guys
I-
complain
I-
so much
let
about
her go.
like you guys complain so much about like the
Can't wait.
man that you guys are with, you know, about he's not this, not that. And it's like, because you know, and they even said like I settle for that. But it's like I don't want to do that. Like I'm not okay. I'm not saying it's my man is gonna be perfect, but I'm saying the things that I want, I can find. It's 8 billion people. Like I feel like the qualities that I want in a man, I can genuinely find those things. So why should I settle for 5'5" when I can get 6'3"? Like
Okay.
So-
Exactly.
This is an abundance
Yeah, go ahead,
mindset,
go
Chad.
ahead.
I remember I did a TikTok. It's kind of funny. It went viral, and I literally presented a man who makes $100K a year, is a great communicator, loves God, a leader, servant leader, but he has a 5.5-inch penis, and is like 5'8".
How do you know that?
I'm
It's
just
just a
it's
hypothetical.
Oh,
When I tell you the comment section was literally demasculating this made up figure, and it was like, I refuse. Like in the comment, you can go to my TikTok. It says, I refuse to settle. And so for me, I'm like, literally, if you ask the average woman even what the average size of a man is, it's conflated. And I think it's because of things like what we've exposed ourselves to on the internet, and then also the men that you probably encounter give off a big D energy. And so when you're encountering that, you've now had experiences that have now disqualified the average man. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with average. We're talking about average, not in character, not in heart. We're talking about average in physicality.
isn't the average man 6 foot though, and the
No.
average woman is
Wow.
5'5"?
No.
The average
Wow.
woman is like
What's the
5'10".
average? I thought what's okay. My dad is
5'8",
5'11", but I like.
Bruh.
It's like 5'8", 5'9". But
It's 5'8".
I
is
thought
average.
the average height for a man was 6 foot.
5'9" in America.
5'9" in America.
5'9"
5'9" in
is the
America.
average height for a man in
I'm
America.
5'8". Yeah,
Hell no.
I know this for a reason because I'm 5'8". Yeah, it's look 5'9" in America, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like even the average I dress like with the size thing, like that's like the average is like I think 5.5 inches.
I mean,
right?
and
And
like,
like-
just
and like
gotta
when
be
we-
good.
when
I
we-
feel like one thing you cannot ever settle with in a relationship is sex.
But that's
So like,
That's-
it really don't matter.
So, like, so-
what the
so-
it
so-
just has to be.
So
good to you.
this is the problem. This is the problem today is that
Mhm.
this is something that's very new that everybody's doing over the last 20, 30 years. We're all experimenting. We're all sleeping around. What you're doing, there's a reason why there's a 65% higher chance of you divorcing
10.
after 5 bodies. After a woman I slept with 5 dudes,
It's 10.
it's 10 or after 10. No, it goes from like 20% up to 70 or 65%.
Okay.
You said
It goes from
25.
25 to 60%, right? Yeah, it goes from
Okay.
25% to 60%. So like, and then it goes up even more once you get up into 10. It goes up to 80% or something like that. It goes even higher. So like, the more people y'all sleep with, it's like the alpha widow thing I was talking about. Like, you sit there and you expect these type of things. So we have this awesome society where you can get on dating apps or y'all can sleep with all these really awesome dudes, but you're ruining yourself you're messing yourself up mentally, and you're gonna make it to where it's harder for you to choose a normal guy. There's all these average awesome dudes, but if you've only been sleeping with these really badass 6 foot tall dudes with fucking foot long dongs, you're gonna have a really hard time settling for anything.
I'm just talking
And here-
about average
and
physicality.
No, and I gotta go back to you.
Funny.
Hold on.
We are
So
in
here.
Texas.
Right.
Here, hold on.
It's a whole- I'm from Chicago.
Wait.
Everybody here.
We're definitely
Everybody cut the mic. So you're 30 years old though, okay? So do you think you have the leverage in getting the type of man that you want?
Yes. I've already like.
So
I've been
here's the
proposed
thing.
to
No.
twice,
Hold on.
but I said no to both of them.
Okay, but you know why you said no? Because they were fucking dorks. They were simps, 1,000%. Because if there was the guy that was really worth it, you would have done it. So here's the thing: you can sit here and think that because you have all these DMs, and if you get on a dating app, you'd have all these guys DMing you, all these messages. You're getting confused because of all this flash, this bullshit. You're getting confused by that and thinking, oh, I have all this value. I'm way up here because look at all these guys that are DMing me.
No.
But they're not the good. They're not
No.
actually guys that you would want.
That's wrong. I don't think
You
that.
will never
because
get this. You will never get this. La,
No,
la, la, la.
I honestly don't believe that. Like, I mean, a woman getting attention, that's normal. You know what I'm saying? We're used to, men hollering. We're going to the gas station, Walmart, Walgreens.
But
like,
you think you have leverage at 30, and I'm going to be honest with you, 1,000% honest with you. Whenever women get older, you don't have the same leverage that you had at 22. You had a shit ton of leverage at 22, and you probably could lock down any of the guys that you're imagining in your head that you want to lock down. But you're 30. I'm just being dead ass honest with you. You don't got that leverage no more. Like, you don't at all.
Well,
And
how do you figure that?
Well,
because the guys that you want, I can already tell by the type of girl you are talking about, all the height shit and all this stuff. The type of guy that you want isn't gonna want you. They're
How
gonna
do you
go
know
and
that?
they're gonna go. Trust me, they'll fuck you. You're right. They will fuck you, but they're not gonna marry you.
Hey, we'll
How do
get
you know that?
we'll
being
get
honest
to
with
that.
you.
Hey, Sergio,
Yeah.
we'll get to that to answer
Yeah.
her question whenever we do our video reaction.
yeah. So
How do you- But
Yeah,
how
go-
do you figure that? How do you figure that though?
Because I
Well-
see it every day. I have a
But
panel of
that's
women that
because-
come on all the time,
that's-
and they say the same thing as
I
you.
know, but
and
that's-
the ones that are honest and they're like, "Wow, you're fucking right. I really don't have these options." I think I
I'm
do."
not gonna say that for myself. I mean, whatever floats their boat works for them. But I'm not gonna say that's gonna happen to me because the type of guys that I want, I do attract, and like it's usually me saying no.
But
Like,
you're 30 and
wait,
you're not married though.
wait,
so
wait,
like those type of guys that
By choice, I've been
because
proposed
those
to,
guys
but
were
I
simps
said
though.
no.
Yes, because they were simps. Of course you said no.
Not
Wait,
necessarily. No, they weren't simps,
I
but
do have a
they
question. I
didn't
do have a
have
question.
all the qualities
So-
that I wanted. Like
Okay. So
They were simps.
let's just.
they were not simps.
I don't. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Facts. If it was two, but Caddy.
Hey, hold on, ladies. Let's give Streets the
One was in
mic.
college, and then one was like 5 months ago.
But if you 30, I feel like the leverage that younger women have over like once you like 30 is like you really know what you want.
Exactly.
So like at 22,
I
you
didn't
can
even
have-
know what I
at
wanted at
20
22.
and-
at 22,
you don't
can
know
kinda
what you
think
want
about-
at 22.
But-
At 22,
but-
it's a million people trying to get at you because your mind is new, it's fresh. It's like you can be manipulated in so many
exactly.
type of ways.
You don't have to
So
call
it's
it
like,
manipulation.
Well, not
It
manipulated,
is.
but you can be influenced a
Molded,
lot of
for
ways
sure.
and molded. Exactly. But by the time you're 30, it's like you have you know what you want. Like,
Exactly.
you have your mind set up, and a lot of men don't like they want that.
Yeah, and a lot of women have had 10 or 20
ultimate-
bodies
like-
by then, and they're
like,
not
I
marriage
don't like-
material.
like,
And I
Hey,
think it's
ladies,
like,
ladies, pause real quick, ladies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let Streets have his talking point.
Okay.
Once we finish with that, we're gonna react to a video that's gonna touch point on this exact subject. Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I kind of
let's
wanted
go
to
ahead.
ask two separate questions. I guess I'll do it one by one. Okay, so one thing for you, you said that it's a deal breaker if the sex isn't great. Now, mind you,
Yes.
like, but here's the thing though. Like, when you've already placed the stigma of all these physical attributes that have to be there, or else they're not even on your radar. And then in the beginning of this, you say that the men you've experienced in Dallas are all trash. And I'm like, well, maybe the energy you're attracting is that big D energy that you're loving, but that isn't going to give you the relationship that you might need. Now, here's the thing. Like at the end of the day, like when it comes to having multiple sexual partners, like I feel like to practice self-control, and not just the concept of abstinence, but really just practicing self-control and placing boundaries and respecting boundaries. The moment somebody steps over a boundary, that's all you need to know, and just go. But the question is, if you're going to put all the stipulations of what you're requiring of men, then also put the stipulations of what you're requiring of yourself and them in the boundaries.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And so, but when you're allowing these boundaries to be set before the relationship's even started, how can you expect success?
Facts.
Great point. The only way that I'm saying as far as like the sexual matters, because I feel like physicality is kind of like the first things that people encounter with each other.
For
So
sure.
it's like that should be something that we shouldn't even have to discuss or figure out. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Like,
here's the
and a
thing. Here's the
person-
thing.
And I feel like also the more you like a person, the better it is. So it's like
Absolutely.
I would rather like a person more than like having sex.
So I
with
would say
them.
this. I would say this.
That's
My advice would be, and this I don't usually don't give advice, but my advice is get some secondary advice. Talk to married couples.
I do.
There is not a
My
single
married
married couple
friends.
I know of that will tell you that every single year the sex was great. There's not a single married couple I can talk to that says every single year we were in love. There's not a single married couple that says every single year we had the vibe. Like, I'm talking about couples that got some age on them.
Okay.
Couples that got 10,
was
20,
like,
30
my
years on them.
friends.
Why? Because at the end of the day, people change. The person you married 5 years ago isn't going to be the same person 5 years later. In fact, if people were to marry every 5 years, they'd have a new groomsman and bridesmaid. Why? Because even your friends change every 5 years. You know, like literally, you meet somebody who got married. And it's like, man, my bride, like, man, this is my groomsman. I thought he was my boy, but man, I don't even talk to him no more. Why? Because in that season when he got married, that was who he's around. And so, same thing with sex. Why? Because you're relearning somebody. You're relearning somebody's body. Matter of fact, the things that somebody might have enjoyed in the beginning of your marriage might begin to change because, like, you know, I actually didn't like this. Maybe it was because I was doing this and this and this, and I was exposed to this, but now this is starting to change. And so you got to constantly relearn somebody. But the thing is, people want to have sex, but love comes with practice, and love comes with long suffering. Love comes with patience and kind. You have to literally learn somebody. And the more you fall in love and get that time in with somebody, that's when you can develop intimacy. But people want instant gratification and not develop intimacy, because developing intimacy takes time, and that's what happens in marriage. But the issue is when there are deal breakers like sex, and somebody for like myself who literally has not had sex, and I'm like, okay, bet. So is it when marriage happens and you're not whatever it may be, and it's something we got to develop, you're like, oh, I got to get out. I'm out of this now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a boundary I've set for myself. We're not smashing, right? And so if that's the case, then how many women are already disqualifying me based off the fact that I'm not going to partake? Now, mind you, I'm cool with that, because that tells me where I need to be and where I don't need to be. But I feel as though like starting off with sex as a baseline, when sex, literally things that the vibe changes, love changes, sex changes. These are things you have to constantly learn and relearn about somebody. And it depends on, do you really want marriage? Because marriage is long.
Right. Well, I'm not saying like it just has to be like that, but I'm saying even when you learn in a person, everything about them changes. So if you like them or you love them and you enjoy them, like you're gonna change with them. Like it. And I feel like if the sex is changing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna continuously get better. So
are you willing to do that in the beginning of a relationship as well?
Okay, so
because you say if it ain't all real, it's like y'all gotta be out.
I'm trying to be married by 30. Like
I would say if you're trying to be married by 30,
I'm not
slow down the, you know what
I'm not having sex. I'm not drinking alcohol. Like I'm not doing nothing. Like
I see the water.
It's been a minute.
Indeed.
No, for real.
Indeed.
I'm serious.
And also, I want y'all to
I
understand.
had a husband. He finna get married.
You had a husband? Somebody else got a husband. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, somebody else got some damn husband. Yeah, she must have been real good. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. We
Killing spree.
all right.
I gave him away.
So
you gave him away. You sent them off to the streets.
I was in the streets.
You caught him and you threw him back like a bass. It's just you said you was in the streets.
Somebody threw me an oop, and I just fumbled.
You fumbled the bag. Hey, look, I feel like everybody has a fumble the bag story.
So like, but women, y'all gotta understand, like y'all release oxytocin when y'all have sex. Now men do too, but it's a very small amount compared to what women release. So you can say that, oh, I'm just gonna go have sex with this guy, and it's nothing. Like this guy's really pretty, and we're just gonna go sleep together, and it's nothing. And women like to think that they can be like men in that aspect. But I want y'all to know, good. I'm happy y'all already have the mentality that like you can't do that.
Some women think they're like that. Like I don't like. I get attached to people I have sex with. Like the people that I have sex with, like
I love
It's
you.
been going. That's what I'm saying. Like this is not just
I
like
love you.
I wouldn't- like yeah,
I love you.
like this is a year. Like we've been doing it for like a long stretch. Like it's not like oh I see a fine guy I want to hook up with him. Like no, that's never
Yeah,
the case because
not one
I
night
know for a
stands.
fact that I'm emotional. Like some
Facts.
women feel like they can move like men, but we are not built like that. Like a man can have sex with a chick and be like, man, I'm with Tisha. Like shoot, I just smashed Kelly. I'm over here.
I don't
Like
know her.
I can't do that because I know I'm gonna get attached. So like I just be like very cautious
I
with who
mean,
I give myself to.
During my hot girl season, I mean, you know, I liked both my niggas. I mean, both my dudes. Like, I liked both of them. Like,
They be like
I'm a certified lover girl. Like, I love both of y'all.
Bruh.
Sincerely. I want y'all to be the same person.
Double kill.
But I'm
Two
Double
of them.
homicide.
I'm saying now. I
She
love
had
them
two of
both.
them, guys. I told y'all they be
Damn.
spinning plates, and she loved both
But no,
of them. She
that was,
said.
I was younger.
Two of them and then one on the
But question,
side, right?
question for you.
No, it was just two of them.
Okay, just
Question for you. Which one did you actually like the most?
Don't sound like either.
It sounded like the better man.
Yeah, I like the better man, the one that like cared about my feelings and my emotions and stuff. But
So one was like the foodie call, and the other one was like getting all the good stuff.
I think both was
Nah,
getting the
they-
good stuff.
Yeah.
nah, I mean it was just one was just like I said, like more at that time I was more physical and everything, so he just like satisfied everything, like the way he looked, the way he smelled, the way he dressed, like his haircut, like everything, like. And then the other dude was like
That's so
satisfied. It's so shallow, like yeah, facts.
But all y'all got
But
the
you-
same
but you
results
said-
saying men are trash.
What I'm saying is I was younger. I was way younger. Like
What's different now?
now, like I'm a lover girl AF. Like I said, I was like I liked.
So
both
you
of
were a
them.
certified lover girl. Now you just a lover girl.
Lover girl AF. Like I don't.
AF.
I want to be in
It's the
love.
AF.
Like
She
I do
upgraded.
not. I do not.
She got the
like,
premium package.
No,
It's the
yeah.
blue
I don't
check is
wanna,
the AF.
All right, let's do
I
that
don't wanna
video,
see
Donnie.
me-
Evolved, yeah.
Here.
Yeah, we got a video to react to right now.
See
Let
what
me
this is.
share my screen real quick.
It's already up.
Who is this?
Or
Oh wow.
You know who it is.
Indeed.
present. Share screen.
We probably looking so crazy up there.
Share.
All right, so we're gonna react to this video, and then we're gonna have you guys' thoughts right after we watch this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Guy who goes
Oh, we can't
We
hear
can't
it.
hear it.
Yeah.
1 second.
Hmm.
Interesting weather we're having, right?
Oh, that's interesting. Was that it? Hopefully.
Guys, we got 71 people watching and 19 likes. Go ahead and like the
Man,
video.
like the damn video, guys.
after a girl
Indeed.
significantly younger than them is
Oh, we
severe.
might not be able to
That
hear
was
it.
my situation. I feel like I already know what she gonna say.
Can you try the Instagram
Any
one?
guy
If this one's not gonna work.
I mean, we
who
can literally
goes
just
I can read.
after
Right,
a
we can
girl
read it.
Yeah, all right, yeah,
significantly
yeah,
younger
if y'all wanna
than
read
them
it.
is
Yeah.
severely
lacking
lacking
in their life.
in their life. And
Look at the
I mean
edit.
that confidence wise, I mean like they are falling short
Oh,
in
yeah, it
so
was
many
that. Turn it
places
up.
that is the only place they can turn to.
Yeah, y'all
Chat,
can
can
hear
y'all
on
hear
the
this?
TV.
Yeah, we can
hear
hear
it.
it. Okay. we
Chat,
good.
chat. Can y'all hear this? Put something in.
Chat,
Put
something
ones in the chat if y'all can hear that, please.
Yeah, they can hear
To
it.
feel like they have
All right, let me restart it.
Yeah,
We
gotta
doing this
work
live.
it.
We
Any
doing this
guy
live.
who goes after a girl significantly younger than them is severely lacking in their life. And I mean that confidence wise, I mean like they are falling short in so many places that is the only place they can turn to feel like they have something on the scale of power.
And it's, I mean, ultimately it's predatory. I mean, there's just no way to kind of, because you're manipulating someone who is not aware of what they're giving you. And it's unfair.
Yeah, I gotta put you on the spot really quick. How old do you think I am?
27.
32.
I'm 31. How old do y'all think my girlfriend is?
25.
28.
29.
24.
She's 23.
Predator.
I'm a predator. I'm a predator, guys.
Predator.
Predator.
I'm
Why you
30.
date
I'm
some-
31. I look this young,
You're dating a 20.
but I'm with a
Nah.
23-year-old.
Nah, it's
but no,
actually crazy,
21-year-old.
fam. Like
Why?
I remember.
Why?
no, I want to explain something really
Why
quick
you
though.
not dating
Okay.
somebody that's closer to your age?
Why would? Okay, hold on.
Hold on, let's
She-
go. Let's
she-
go around.
She got her bachelor's degree at 20 years old. She's actually the smart. I've dated a lot of girls, and they've always been a little bit younger than me, kind of like her. And she's the smart. Yes, they've always been a few years younger, 3, 4, 5, something like that. She's the youngest one for sure. But she's very smart compared to every other girl I've been with. She cooks, she cleans, she's perfectly complimentary to my life. For what I provide for her, she's perfectly complimentary in that. And I've never had that before in any previous relationship. I always had respect issues, always had, someone trying to buck up. The thing is, when you're with the older girl, they want to argue more. They want to fight for dominance. It's a competition instead of a team. But so I love my young girlfriend because she's very coachable. She's very much about going on with the team. Like this podcast is blowing up partially because of her helping me so much and doing as much as she. We're a perfect team. There's an analogy I like to teach that. For Norwegian horses, okay, they pull 4,000 pounds by themselves. How much do you think 2 of them pull together?
4,000?
Yeah.
8?
So 8? No.
16,000?
It's actually 16. So it's 4 times the amount because it's 2 of them working together. How much do you think they pull if they've been sleeping together for a year and they've been running together in the fields and they've been playing together every day? How much do you think they like they pull then?
20. No, way more than that probably.
They pull 32,000. Yeah. Double it. Double it.
Yeah.
What do you think the world record is for the brothers that spent 10 years together before they pulled? It was 52,000 pounds. So this is how strong relationships are whenever you spend time together and you do a lot together and you work as a team perfectly together. And see, today this doesn't happen that much. And but I would be called a predator for having her as my girlfriend, but I mean, but look how awesome our team is,
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I feel like I was dating a guy and I feel like he was messing with the younger girl because he was his life was kind of falling apart. And I'm not gonna crash and burn with you. I'm a ride or die, but I'm not gonna crash and burn with you.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a guy you were dating, and he was also interested in somebody else who's younger?
Yeah. So it was kind of a back and forth type of situation.
Okay.
It was kind of
situationship.
Yeah, a situationship, and it was awkward. And so I'm I'm older. I'm significantly older than her.
Indeed.
I'm slightly older than you. So I'm not gonna keep going through that. And eventually it would always be he would keep trying to come back to me oh whatever about peace and whatever about stuff like that. And it's because she younger, she looking for you for direction,
right,
and to guide her, and you basically using her for a power trip,
basically.
So
that's interesting. I remember literally I was on Instagram and somebody was people are aware sometimes when my single season is happening, and somebody asked hey, so when it comes to girls, what are you looking for? She literally asked specific things what age, what ethnicity, etc. And I was I would prefer 23 to 31, no kids, etc. Right? And she was oh, you robbing the cradle, and I was wait, what? And that's the that's the first time I ever heard that term applied to myself, and I was because I wanted 20, I'm 31. I was 23 to 31, and I was I was robbing the cradle in her perspective. I was so first of all, what's robbing the cradle? And if so, because I hear a lot of not a lot, but I hear sometimes when people talk about their younger days and being a child, and then they'll talk about being 20 years old. I'm wait, you're not a child. You're an adult.
I think you're talking about the mindset.
I get now, mind you, I get that, but also on the other end, scientifically, women literally mature faster than men.
Yes.
So if women mature faster than men, would it not make sense that?
But I also still feel we still have growing to do.
That's everyone though.
I know, but they like to use that term that we mature faster, and we do.
Scientifically.
You're right. You're correct. But I also feel the woman I was at 22, I'm not the same woman I am right now at 30.
But you'll hear that from any person that's 35 and 45, and 45 and 55. That is humanity, and I feel sometimes we place limitation, and this is one thing. I'm not saying yo, be gung ho about marrying young, or be gung ho about marrying at 30, or be gung. I'm just yo, be intentional about dating, and be intentional about marriage. And if there is a girl who is 22, 23, 20 years old, I know some 20-year relationships, and you were intentional about marriage, intentional about dating, then go for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I feel to put limitations and use predatory language when we're talking about literal adults. Like the.
I'm not marrying a 23-year-old man. Like, I think it's different for
Well,
women.
because it's opposite. Like men and
Yeah.
women are not the same. And here's
know.
another thing. So maturity. We want to talk about maturity. I've met so many girls that are 21, 22, 23 that are way more mature than 30-year-olds. I know so
It's
many
the
30-year-old
mindset.
women that are still children. They live with their parents.
Ooh.
Like there's so many of them. My girl wasn't living with her parents when we met. Like, you got to understand, there's tons of women that are 22, 23, and they're ready. They know exactly what the fuck they want out of their life, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get it right then, because they know that they're young, their age and their beauty that they have, that's what they have to leverage to get the best man that they can. And another thing that I wanted to bring up, wait, was it in the chat? No, I can't think of what it was. I can't remember.
You were gonna say something in the back too, right?
Yeah. What I was gonna say is let's start at the far left. So far left facing,
Yeah.
over there, and then get each person's views on that video and their thoughts.
Yeah, what do you think? You can pull it closer if you want.
Or the video
Yeah,
of what she said. I kind of forgot what she said.
push it all the way down.
Predatory aspect
Yeah,
of men dating. Now she didn't give actual
okay.
numbers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Just really quick
Yeah.
though. Okay, so the person who's making this video, remember, this is Mia Khalifa, who's extremely mad because her fiance fucking left her because she was a porn star and probably got dick pics every day of her getting smashed, and he was like, yo, I'm getting out of this marriage, I'm done with this. Okay, this is me. Obviously this woman is very mad about being post-wall and having a hard time getting men, so always take that into account when bitches like this say this shit. I'm sorry, I just fucking hate women like that thinking that they have a fucking opinion. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I would say it wouldn't be like any type of like predatory thing if they both have their priorities straight. You know, if you both know what you're doing in life, you know, your career is going good, whatever, go for it. You know, you both know what you want. But if it's the opposite and all he's doing is clubbing, going out, not having his priorities straight, and she's doing the same thing, then it's not gonna work out at all. Then I would say no, don't go for it. Or maybe if she is doing good and he's not, or the opposite, don't even pursue it anymore. Just
Yeah, and that can definitely happen. Like, there can be an older guy that's going for young girls because he's a fucking loser and he can't get girls, period. And like, he's just going for that because they really truly are experienced. And then there's also, you know, the other end of that. Like, I completely agree with you. But what do you think?
I agree with both of you guys. I don't think it's predatory. Like I said, it's different strokes for different folks, and you should go after whatever you want, older, younger, whatever you.
And some people look younger and some people look older, so it's going to look worse on
younger,
different.
some people look older,
Kind of like me. A lot of people say I look 25, 26, so they would think we're the damn
Yeah.
same age. It's like ridiculous.
But like how he said also too, like dating with a purpose, and like if you meet somebody that's 22, like your girlfriend, like she knows what she wants. Like at 22, I didn't know what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I was still out here sugar and jiving, maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's fine, that's okay. Like date within your lane. Like, you know, she already has her stuff together. She already has everything. So like, yeah.
What about you?
I feel like age is nothing but a number. Like you all were saying. Yeah, there we go. Like you said, but I feel like
I just realized
she didn't go Leah. She said, I'm going Pretty Willie.
Now
that tells a lot of. she ain't even. You probably don't get the cut. She ain't Pretty Indeed. Go ahead.
She went in.
I was just thinking about how she looks like Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. I just couldn't get it out of my head. I'm sorry. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. I was gonna say, yeah.
I do.
It's a good thing.
You're
though.
pretty. You're
It's not a
gorgeous.
bad thing. I just like it just popped in my head. I
That is
couldn't
so
stop thinking.
funny.
That's the
That
first.
is random.
No, you're pretty.
I wasn't saying it as a negative thing.
No,
I
I
didn't-
didn't take it as negative.
that'd be
Wow,
crazy.
The full up.
Wow. Childish.
I just need a little bang.
Yeah.
You're ridiculous.
That's next Halloween costume.
Dang.
Yeah.
The first. But okay, get rid of the pink.
Y'all do it too much.
I'm so dead.
It's so funny.
I feel like age is nothing but a number, but at the same time, I feel like it's all on lifestyle. Like we all talked about this earlier. Like, okay, you're 30 and your dating aspect kind of goes left when you reach that certain age. But I feel like some people, when they get older, they're like, all right, this is my last hurrah. Let me just go out here and see what I can do real quick, you know, versus people that are younger and they are established. They're like, okay, this is what I want, versus younger people that are like, I'm young. I'm living my best life. I'm about to go out here and do what I want to do. Like it depends on your lifestyle and what kind of moment you are in your life.
You just
with
want to be
dating.
careful because that hedonism, that living in your pleasure, can really bite you in the fucking ass.
You
Like
hear me?
what
Yeah.
what does Myron always say? Quick, what does he always say, Donnie? Fast money comes with slow problems. But I guess you could say that for just like lifestyle too. You know, living like a fast lifestyle, it's gonna come with slow problems later on. You know, just watch out living in your pleasure, man. That's something that I really worry about people doing all the time.
100%.
What about you? What do you think about that video about the damn pedophiles?
I'm probably a pedophile. No, I'm just saying. I think, a lot of men, they're younger, like I said, to kind of control them or just have like a power trip.
Talk a little closer if you can.
Yeah, I do think that some men date younger women to have like power over them. But I mean, like if we think about it generally in society, like men have kind of always dated younger women. So I don't really think it's nothing that's abnormal. And the older that I get, like find myself like thinking like younger men are attractive, and I never thought that I would do like when I was like 21, my boyfriend was like 30. So I was like, I would never date somebody younger than me. But then like now I'm older, I'm like, he's like 25. I don't know.
Okay, so is it because obviously younger men, especially dating a older attractive woman, and knowing that the mindset or the occasion is, hey, we're just casually dating, having fun, like, and the intentionality not being marriage, because by and large, young men at that age probably aren't going to be seeking marriage. So obviously, yeah, like y'all are a great match in the aspect of having a good time and having a good pleasurable moment. But in the long run, like the years are going to go by, you know, in kind of just seeking that pleasure to where, because you did say you desire marriage, like, and so if the desire is marriage, shouldn't it be vetting men who fit the bill of where you want to go, rather than trying to work on projects that are younger?
No, absolutely. I don't believe in project men. Like,
Indeed.
I don't want to have to build you up, like, because you're supposed to be my strength. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I fall short, like, so, and I also want to like follow your lead. Like, I definitely want to.
How you define submission?
Submission. Like, I mean, like at the end of the day, like we may have like, you know, I would just want my man to present things. Like, it could be my decision, but he's gonna be the face of whatever it is that's it. You know what I mean? Like, you know. I don't know how to explain like the submission, but just like never making him look bad in any sort of way. Like, no matter what's going on. Like,
Would you go out with your girls to the club?
I mean, at this point, no, because I'm not going to the club. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm literally serious about it. Like, I'm dating with intentions right now, for real.
And if you
What
had like a
about girls'
really good
trips?
guy and like that guy was, yeah, what about girls trips? Going out to Mexico, going to Cozumel.
No, I'm not doing any of that. Like,
For the right man, you would just stop going out to the club. You wouldn't go on girls trips.
yeah, I mean, I don't think that I could be with a man who doesn't have like his own type of life. Like, he need to have like a group of males that he hang out
Yeah, but
with.
like, so say he has that and all. Like, so would
So,
you
yeah.
give up the girls trips? Like going to Cozumel with your girls?
I mean, if he asked me not to go, I wouldn't go.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't feel like my man will be like, "Hey, I really don't want you to go." Like, I think that he would be like boosting me on Instagram, like on FaceTime with it, like.
I think you'd be
I don't know.
surprised that the guys that like you might, or actually the guys that might be good relationship material, they might not like stuff like that. And like a lot of the times, these guys like to set the boundaries and not argue about it. Like they'll just be like, "Oh, she has bikini pics. Oh, she's this type of girl. Yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking text her."
Do you know me?
No.
No.
Did you know me in college?
Apparently,
That's
you had hot
exactly
girl
what happened.
season. So
That's exactly what happened.
Somebody broke up with you because your Instagram profile?
So I've never in my life been broken up with except in college. And my boyfriend broke up with me because like basically I was like a hot girl. Like he's my man, but like I wanted to hang out with my friends. Like he's like, no, I want you to be at home with me. Like he was very like.
Sounds like a good guy.
He's gonna get married. I know he is. Anyway, so yeah, he always like.
That's the guy you were talking about.
Yeah, like he was very straightforward. Like I want it this way, this way, this way. Like so, and I'm like submissive, but I was kind of like conflicted with myself because it's like I'm like 22, like I want to be out with my girls, like we fine, like you know, and I'm not gonna
So
be out with
in the
men,
direction he gave,
but-
was the breakup because you didn't heed the direction? It was like, hey, you know what? It's best that we just kind of go our separate ways. Was that the
yeah,
issue?
and he stood on that.
For sure.
He stood on that.
Now-
And that's like so like forever he'll always be sexy to me because like that's like whoa, like
Stay on
you,
your
like,
boundaries.
Because a lot of men
Boundaries.
do
like
not.
Guys,
they
listen up.
don't leave me alone.
Guys, listen up.
Like,
Yeah,
a
for
lot
real.
of men do not stand on business.
Yeah, you
So
gotta- you
like
gotta
when
stand
a
on your
man be
boundaries.
like, "This is what I mean. This is what it is." Like,
Yeah,
wow, like,
yeah. If,
He
if,
stood on that.
like I said,
tell me
like,
what
like,
to do.
And
Like,
he
now,
okay.
mind
He
you,
wasn't a
if you
cheater
would have
or
known at
nothing.
that time beforehand what his boundaries were, would you have still opted to date her, date him?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If like I would have got my mind right.
For sure.
Because at that time I was just like, oh well, you know, like I got all this, I can do whatever I want. Like I don't have to listen to
All
what
them
they say.
DMs get your
It
head all
wasn't-
big.
It wasn't even about DMs. I was just kind of in my like space where I was just like.
Be honest, a lot of women have a big head when you're young and you're pretty and you got a lot of options. Like sometimes you get a little bit of a big
Think
head.
the grass is greener. Look,
Men
look,
do
look.
the same
Yeah,
thing.
Mind you. I don't think this is a gender exclusive thing. I think
Men
everyone
do the
Men
same
do it too,
thing.
yeah.
grass
They
is
do the same
greener on
exact
the other
thing.
side. It's like, you know, but maybe this
But
person
men
got
get it
this.
when they're older and they're actually valuable. Where
That's not
women,
necessarily true.
yes. So here's the thing. So when a woman is young, hold on. When a woman is young, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, you're at your highest value. Just like how a man, do you think a man is at his highest value at 22?
Absolutely not, 'cause
No,
you're broke.
we don't hit our fucking prime.
Because you're broke.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Right.
exactly. We don't hit our prime until 30, 35.
Facts.
So like, so like,
They gotta
it swaps on us. And you're
'Cause
right.
you're
There are
broke.
guys that will do the same shit, but they're usually not fucking younger. They're usually at their prime 30, 35. Unless they're the badass college football player or something.
I got a
you know?
question real quick for the ladies. Do y'all agree with what Sergio just said as far as guys hitting their prime about 30, 35? I would say 35, honestly.
35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
35.
Because you
So-
still look sexy.
Yeah.
They're like established. You
Uh-huh.
understand. Like
I'm gonna say
you have a
that's
little control of
mental
yourself.
maturity.
So
Yeah.
would y'all date a guy, look for a guy that's like established at 35, 40 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
40.
I
So,
would.
You
so
would?
let me,
You would?
Yeah, 35.
Yeah.
I need
other
somebody.
ladies?
I need somebody I could learn from. Like I need you to have experience. Like teach
Yeah.
me.
So they want the 35-year-old.
Yeah, like I
So you
want
do?
somebody older. Yeah.
curly hair, how about yourself?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not against it. I just need him to be fun. Like I don't need you to be like, oh, yeah,
Like
stay-
my
stay-
dad.
Stay youthful.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
I don't
okay.
want
How
So-
about
you-
how about this? How about
Real
this? How about
quick,
this? How about this?
streets, real
I'm
quick.
not
If
saying,
you
like,
could have,
clubbing,
wait,
no,
but even
Streets,
still-
real quick. Let me finish my point real quick.
Okay.
So if y'all are fine with dating a guy that's established at 35 and 40, wouldn't that make him a pedo, as we just watched?
Nope.
No.
If you're dating down,
No.
so y'all are okay with dating down then?
I'm
With
never
men
gonna-
dating down.
I like them. They young. They
Dating down age wise.
I'm not
right?
dating
In
somebody
age,
younger
yes.
than me.
I don't think it should be a problem for a guy to date
Yeah.
down though.
If two adults
Right, but do y'all
are into
understand
each
what
other,
he's
it's
asking?
two adults
Yeah.
interested in each other.
Okay.
I don't see the
Because
big
he's
deal,
saying
yeah.
what he's essentially saying is if you're 23, right, and that person who you want is saying he's gonna date down to you, meaning he's 40 and he's gonna date you at 23.
40
What he's,
No.
I'm just, it's an analogy, right?
for sure.
All I'm saying, or all he's saying, is that when he picks you and you like him, the idea that he's a weirdo because he's dating down doesn't cross your mind. But when you're not the one who's picked, now you're looking at it as though this guy has these issues. He might be insecure. He might be controlling because he's older and he didn't pick me. That's what he's getting at.
No.
Sometimes, man. We actually never got. I think you go ahead with what you were saying. Do you remember?
Yeah. As far as what was it? Basically
He left me alone. He meant to.
Yeah. So
Sit
I'll say this much. Public presentation is real big for me because as a public figure, influencer, essentially, and especially being a gospel rapper, Christian influencer, I'm around a lot of circles. The person who not just I'm dating, because typically people won't even know who I'm dating until I'm married. Like, I don't really care to be an Instagram couple or a YouTube couple. I'm not on that. But the moment that is revealed, like immediately, whatever you're doing, I'm doing because we're one. And so if there is a hot girl mindset being portrayed, when I'm in a business meeting or a networking event and I'm around millionaires, sometimes billionaires, and then I'm bringing you in these same rooms, I'm thinking, how is she gonna, what's her demeanor going to be like? What's her conversation going to be like? How is she going to uphold herself within these rooms? And how will she, in these rooms as well, compliment myself? These are big things for somebody who is thinking forward and legacy, not just the moment. I'm thinking like legacy, like not only you and me, but also our children. And so in that, how you present yourself publicly for men who are serious can be, I think, will be a deal breaker.
That's 100%
Definitely
true.
I went through that.
Just
That
depends
that
on the man.
That was the
1000%.
thing in a relationship before. It's like you can't, certain pictures you can't post, certain things you can't wear, and like I've never, like I said, I'm very submissive. So like whatever you say, you're my man. Like I'm not gonna go against that. But like some girls, like, oh, they can't tell you what to do, or
Is that something you learned, or that's something that was like you learned later? Or was that something that, because like what was the actual the discrepancy?
So I didn't really have a discrepancy. I'm just saying, like, whenever, like, I would discuss it with my girls, because at first I was like, I kind of felt awkward about it, but I was like, I still did it.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I don't want to upset him. I don't want him to feel no type of way.
So why did he end it if you did it?
So,
Why did he end it if you did it? Like if you actually heeded the advice, why did he end it?
She ended it.
Yeah, because communication, like I said.
Indeed. Indeed. So it wasn't the Instagram thing solely.
No,
that was just something
absolutely.
that happened.
No. So
okay,
so
I thought Instagram was the
I didn't
reason.
go through with the Instagram thing. So like it would be like certain pictures, like he like, oh, I like that, but like don't post this one because whatever. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. But I talked to my girls like, hey, well he don't want me. They're like, he can't tell you what to do. I'm like, but I don't know, like you know.
Indeed.
But I know. You know, he explained to me why. He's like that because when people see that, I don't want them to think that you single or, you know, like you that type of person. Because girls that's like that post pictures like that. So you know, you don't want to be looked at. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I understand what you mean.
Indeed.
So like,
can I say something? I just feel like it's for self. Like if your spouse tells you not to do something, like respect, like you know, respect that. Obviously, you're in a relationship with that individual, but I also feel like it's for self because a person's gonna do what they want to do anyway. So like even if your man be like, don't post that, like I feel like if you want to do that, you're gonna do that. But I just feel like it's certain things that I'm not gonna post regardless if I'm in a relationship or not. Like I'm not gonna post certain. Yeah, I'm not gonna post certain things. Like you're not gonna see me in no twerking. Like you're not gonna see me twerking on Snapchat, Instagram. Like you're not gonna see me like.
I might be twerking on my me.
That's different, but like you know, like just you know, men don't want their woman to be
a hot girl.
Yeah, they don't want every man to see like. I'm supposed
it's
to be
the
saying
exclusiveness. Like every man wants you to be exclusive. They don't want you to be touchable by anybody else. To see it, the thought of it, anything. Like men are very territorial.
So
like, nobody need to think
territorial is
about
perfect.
You. Like,
I'll explain. But I'll explain to you why. So loyalty is huge. Loyalty is everything to a man. Like provision is everything to a woman usually, and loyalty is everything to a man. Because for 300,000 years as Homo sapiens, the only way we knew our child was our woman's loyalty. There was no fucking test. There was no way to be able to make sure that was your baby. So loyalty is literally everything to a man. We don't give a fuck about almost anything else sometimes but loyalty. And you show loyalty in multiple ways. There's so many ways of showing loyalty. There's not just the sex. It's the Instagram. It's the going on trips. It's all that shit. Let's go to super chats really quick so we can catch up on them and see.
For sure.
Let's see what
And
money
really
people
great
say.
conversation panel.
Yeah, dude. We've been having a really good convo tonight compared to the other shows.
We got a lot to catch up on.
Did they slaughter us in the comments?
I know.
Tira with the 5. Sorry I couldn't be there. I got work hella late. Didn't want to disturb y'all. What's y'all's astrology signs? Also, real quick, astrology sign. What's yours?
I'm a Capricorn.
Capricorn. Where are you?
I'm a big Scorpio. Big Scorpio energy.
Scorpio times 2.
Oh wow. You don't do it? Yeah, we don't. Guys, we're not gonna say it.
Big Scorpio times 3.
Okay.
I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
Okay. Are you a virgin?
Definitely.
Okay. No, that was a lie. I could tell.
Gang.
Yeah.
There we go.
Every year.
Every
You
year.
will never get this. You will never get
Take
this.
that back. Give me that back.
No, we got another 5 from DC the Beast, dude. Shout out to you, DC. Thanks for the 5, bro.
Gang, what's up, bro?
You know who the boss be, not me, but
Look
both ways before you
cross street.
Is that one
Let's
of your
go.
quotes?
That's one of my bars. I say that in my battles.
DC the Beast is actually in our Discord. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah,
Shout out to you for supporting him, man.
Yeah, that's the big homie, man.
Oh, you know him
Yeah,
too?
yeah,
What
yeah,
a small fucking world.
Yeah.
Michael Mitrok with the $1. Thanks for making it rain, make it hail them pennies on us, bro.
Absolutely.
Shout out
yeah.
to one of the best mods in the RP
Yeah.
space, Michael. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Shout
For
out, Mike.
real.
Appreciate you, family.
For real, the biggest. Thank you with the $1 super sticker too, bro. And then we got 10 from Timothy. I don't want to say Adebayo. Would you either have a family or independent? That's a good one.
A family.
We're gonna start on this side.
I
Okay.
would rather have a family.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
First of all, who would define himself as an independent woman?
Right now, I am.
Right now, yeah.
Right now,
I-N-D-E. They're all independent, bro.
But I want a family.
Would you want family?
Family.
You want family too?
Yeah.
Family.
Family?
Absolutely family.
Family? All right, better stop singing that song. Yeah. What's
Because
another one?
at the end
Shout
of
out
the day, my pastor said it best. He's like, you can't be in a relationship and be independent. You got to be interdependent.
Facts.
You know, and the opposite of that be codependent. Right? Like you
Codependence.
literally have to be interdependent. You have to give up yourself. And that's another thing about it. It's like, oh yeah, we're posting for ourselves. It's like, yes, but because you're in a relationship, y'all now becoming one, and y'all have to consider each
union.
other. And that's why the scripture is big on like submitting yourselves to one another, right? In community, like submission goes both ways. It just looks differently because of the gender dynamics. And so when we're talking about thinking of yourself less and thinking of the other person more than you want to fulfill the desires of your wife. You want to fulfill the desires of your husband, but also understanding how the roles are in fulfilling that in the relationship. But yeah, interdependence.
Yeah.
Over.
Always remember that you're representing, like your man. Like
Your
you're
man
really.
and woman.
And I also want to say something.
Gotta be
Like I teach purple pill dating philosophy, and in that philosophy, like I'm not sitting here saying you can't go to the club, but your man's always gonna go. I believe that we both have a curfew. Like I don't go out, my girl doesn't go out either. Like we're both homebodies together.
I want to be
Yeah.
a
Like-
introverted.
Yeah, it's. I just want y'all to know I'm not super unequal and like only the man could do this and the woman can. No, it's like it's actually very
Balanced.
equal.
Yeah.
It's very balanced.
That's why
Like
Both sides are
men
like that, though.
will be in
Yeah.
the club with me. Like
Yeah.
we can dance
Yeah.
together.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah. Michael, thanks with the other $1, man, making another storm of pennies on us.
I know we're
Make it
going
hell.
over super chats, but I don't want to pass this one up. We got Raquel's handsome and intelligent friend that slid into the chat as well.
Raquel, want me to Uber Eats you some food? I can send it to the Purple Pill Studio.
That's funny.
What you want?
I love me some food. You know, I'm a foodie.
Some lobster.
Lobster, man.
I don't eat beef or pork.
I want some egg rolls.
Oh, you don't eat beef or pork?
Yeah.
Are you Jewish?
No,
Are you
I'm
Islamic?
not. I know. I just try to eat super healthy.
$5 on the hombre of the house. Do the women want a wedding or do they want to be a wife? You can be a wife without the wedding, which is more
No, you
important.
can't.
Shout out to Sergio. Thank
There's
you.
no way you can be a
Um,
wife without the wedding.
We'll go around. We'll go around.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Would you get married without the wedding?
I would.
You would?
Mm-hmm,
Would you get married without the wedding? It's a
I'm
hard
gonna say I would for the camera.
But that's not the truth. You gotta speak your truth.
one. We know that. We
That's
know
the
it,
truth.
guys.
That's the truth. I would do it, but I want my wedding.
Look at her face.
I just want to
dude.
be intentional, so my husband,
She's
if he
funny,
watching,
yo. I
that
like
he
her.
know that
I
I want
like
a wedding.
There's
I'm gonna love
3.6
you.
billion people watching on YouTube, so there is a chance.
I'm gonna love you, but that wedding gotta happen. You know, we can elope or whatever, but we need to.
Do you know how you gonna price your wedding? What's the cap off price wise?
I am speaking that my husband is going to be a baller for sure. However, I don't have a budget, but I just want it to be like special for both of us. Because honestly,
Both of y'all are just
Yeah, right.
for
Is it
both
for
of us-
you or for?
both of us? I feel like I
the
wanna-
wedding's never about the man.
I know.
You just want the
I
attention.
want to spend more money on a honeymoon than the wedding.
You feel
So-
me? The
That's
fact
smart.
I got a
That's
question
smart.
for
But
you.
it just gotta be beautiful.
impressing everybody else. Let's have our good time.
Hey, let's be realistic here.
The
Let's be
monorail should
realistic
on the
here.
price.
Is your wedding? Are you okay with putting yourself in debt for that one day for that
Absolutely
attention?
not.
That money
Absolutely
could go
not.
towards my dream home.
I feel
Like,
like my
no.
husband got a dream home.
She's
My
thinking about the
husband
future.
my husband already got our home. I see you out there.
Yes,
Houston.
I like the
I
way you're
like that.
thinking. He already got a foundation before you
Manifest.
pursue him.
Yeah,
Because he is
literally.
gonna bring
Yeah.
me. He already is making our and I'm gonna make that house.
That's
a
the
home.
Whatever
That's
house
the
you
better
live
route.
in, whatever
Yeah.
house you live in is
He-
already the dream home,
There
and
you
then
go.
y'all can always upgrade. But
It's already.
don't
the
be pursuing
home.
no man that don't got no foundation already.
Yeah, and that's something I try to teach them. Like, I always tell women, I get yelled at all the time over this, but I tell women on the first date, you should be asking a guy every single big question like that. Like, like your credit score, your 401k, do you have IRA, HSA? Do you have a house? Do you own your car? Like, all those type of things, because you can just tell. So
I would
quick-
answer one of those questions.
Yeah. So it just
I would
depends.
like
So
house
sometimes you'll
car
discard.
cool, but like once you start going like credit score, like that's I feel like because I've seen like eyes light up when you start talking about how much you make and stuff like, and it's hard to gauge how much interest is in me. You know what I'm saying? Rather than what I'm able to provide.
The reason why I teach that though is like
it does matter.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's the reason why it does matter.
As a man, you're
Absolutely.
supposed to provide anyway. So
Wait, exactly. But levels of provision is different per man. And so if just because a nigga got a car doesn't mean he's responsible.
Amen.
Right? And so understanding, is he responsible with his finances? And honestly, could be. No. Could be, because there are dynamics where there are
Yes.
like I know some great dynamics where the man is really great at making money and the woman's really great at managing the money, right? But that's not always the case. It really should work with however. But either way, when you're pursuing somebody, like there should be a foundation that y'all are able to build upon, and like rather than seeking out somebody that you can, because that's literally just marrying potential, right? And a lot of times like
People don't live up to potential.
what the thing is, why should they? You know what I'm saying? Like it's dreams, aspirations. How many times we said I'm gonna do this, but you really don't do it.
Because he can have money.
You're talking to the mic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't agree. I feel like he can have money and just live in an apartment until he meets a wife, and then okay, we can get the house built now. Like it wasn't no reason for me to get a house because it was just me. Yeah. So I don't know.
The reason why.
But I feel like men, just the same way that like women can be a wife beforehand. Like I want to see you be my husband before I'm your. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see.
You be dropping gems sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
See each other there. So, cause like if you my husband and you saying like you gonna provide this, that, and the third, like so I want to see you have a house, or I want to see you be able to do this, that, and the third, like so I know you can do it for me.
For sure.
And then we can add together. Like of course I don't want you to do everything.
Yeah, I want to explain to you why I do that though. So the reason why I tell girls to do that is because today more than ever, people are wasting each other's time. So like I know you're not the type, and like you could find a really good girl that's not gonna do that type of stuff because you're very valuable. But for the most part, most of these people out here are wasting each other's time like crazy. So you got to tell people to put it all out there on the first date. And and another thing is like, as a guy that's like I do very good in certain aspects of my life, I want to brag about them anytime somebody asks about it because it's something that I'm extremely proud of. My credit score is something I'm extremely proud of. My 401k, my HSA, my IRA, I'm extremely proud of it. So guys who are extremely proud of those things, they can't wait for a woman to bring it up, and so they can prove their provisioning. So it just depends because you can run off. I've had a ton of guys like him say if a girl asked me that, I would never talk to them again or something like that. So you got to be careful because you can fuck up. I don't know which type of guys are okay with that and which ones aren't, you know? I think the guys that have bad credit scores or don't have a savings, obviously they're going to be insecure about it.
And they're not going to even bring that type of conversation up. Like, it's going to be like shallow conversation. Like,
or lie about it.
Exactly. Like, dude, like, I know that you don't have, like, look where you stay.
Somebody lied about having a house before.
But no, it's not about, but it's not about where you stay, though.
No, it's
Wait, I got to hear something. Wait.
Where you live.
Like credit score and stuff, somebody lied to you?
You have to have a certain type of credit score to live where I live. Like, you at least have to have a 550. That's low, but I live in a really nice area.
Check their credit karma.
Yeah, you said you gotta go off you gotta put everything all on the table. Okay, so my dating in Dallas has been terrible, like I said. Dated two guys, but the last guy that I really liked, really liked him. Like I put it all on the table, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that puts you in a position to get scammed. Like, cause I'm being real with you, I'm being 100 with you. You don't really know what other people are going through or how you know what I'm saying? Cause they present themselves to you a certain way, and then
the complete opposite.
And then it be and then you feel like people done ran off with your goodies. And it's like you told
You got
me we was
finesse.
gonna be married. You got the house, the car, the what like I'm supposed to be your wife. So like, and that's what you said because we poured it out on the table. So now when you're not doing that, it's like it had me confused. Like,
Well, you can get
Okay,
finesse. You
so
can get
so
finesse.
question,
Scammers.
like as far as and this could be complete, as far as how he presented himself and how his community spoke of him, you're saying he was the exact opposite of that.
absolutely.
So his
Yeah,
community
people-
even like was deceived.
Absolutely, yeah. When I met him, they like, oh, you should talk to him. He's a really great person. Da da da. And then it's like, okay, cool. Like I felt, and he was a man of like higher status.
Yeah.
You know, and I love that. Like I love that sexy. Like and I
He had a lot of
love-
followers.
No.
No, absolutely.
Sounds
He doesn't
like
have very
Logan.
many followers on Instagram. That is so sexy. Girls don't know him. He's like nerdy. Like that's what I
They
like.
would.
I like
So
that.
just says dork.
But he
Yeah.
was very like, I want to talk about my business. I want to talk about my money. I want to talk about my house I just bought. Like I want to talk about this and that. Like that inspires me. Like that
I
made
feel
me feel
like-
like I want to do more.
Because you have something.
But I felt like kind of like it was like a
A ploy to get you pulled in.
yeah.
He was bragging on his
Yeah,
achievements.
and it's like I know you like it. Obviously women like I'm
Yeah, you
I'm
liked
a
it.
top contender. Like so of course
Yeah.
women will like that. So I feel like he used that to kind of
That's
like
all you're hearing.
keep-
So it's like
keep getting me to like, and then also to like string me along, like, oh well, I'm gonna do this for you.
So where'd the
And then he'll
deception
do-
go?
Because he's saying like, I want to be with you, like this, you're the person I want to
No
be
title.
with. Like I want to like saying like I want to marry you, like I want to have a family, like I want to do this. So I'm like, okay, cool. So like I'm vested.
With a
like,
ring.
I'm vested. Like I
Yeah.
love you, and you're rich. So what? I mean. I liked you before I figured out you was rich, though.
Yeah,
so let's
for
say
sure.
that.
You
But
good,
okay,
yeah.
then I found out
Nothing
you was
wrong with
rich.
that.
Okay, cool. Now
Adds
like
to
you're a little
it,
bit more.
for sure.
I'm just being honest. Okay, so but then it's like, oh, I don't. Oh, now I'm busy. At first, because I was like not really giving him that time of day, And then I started liking him, and then it's like, oh, now I don't have time for you. Now that you like me, now I don't have time for you. Oh, now I'm like hanging out with.
So in
other
the beginning
girls. It's
stages, you were
like-
playing
So-
hard to get.
I wasn't really playing hard to get. I'm just like getting to know you. Like I like.
Like, he's
I
just
feel
running
like-
a good
So-
game. I mean,
That's
honestly,
basically
I've
what
done,
he's
I've
doing.
done, I've done this game
So
before.
question for you.
Other girls.
Sound like
So,
game to
so,
me.
Yeah.
so
So question
putting it out
for
on
you.
the table, it's like it's a scam. Like or
Okay,
you know,
so
So
from your
question for
perspective,
you.
what are you hearing? What happened in the situation? If you diagnose
He's
it,
telling you what you want to hear.
Basically,
And
he's
I
doing
like
it to
sounds
multiple
good.
other women.
Yeah.
He got like 5
Yeah.
other girls telling him the
Yeah.
same thing.
Sound good.
She's done it
So question
before.
for you.
What's
You
his
said
name?
that you laid it out on the table, right?
His name?
Yes.
So what does
What's
that
his
look
name?
like? What did
What's
you
his name?
what
I
did
may
what did
know
you do
him.
specifically
did.
that would have made him say, you know what, I'm gonna be serious and not just tell you what you want to hear?
So like okay, I feel like we had like deep conversations at times, and it was like, dang,
I'm sorry, my bad. I gotta qualify what I mean.
okay.
Outside of conversation, what
Okay.
tangible things did you do that could make him say, I value her, and she like you're irreplaceable?
How did you compliment him? How did you make his
Exactly.
life better?
Because you said he's rich, so what did you do?
How were you
tangibly
complimentary to his life in any way, shape, or form to make it better? Besides sex.
in conversation? Wait, and the only reason we say no sex in conversation is because most guys don't care about the conversation, and
Yeah, we don't give a
every
fuck
girl
about
can
that
give
shit.
sex. So
Yeah.
outside of those two things,
it
what
good,
did you
though?
what did you do?
I mean, right? Is it
And
good?
like I don't even think we should be asking her this, and the biggest reason why is because I could just tell just by this whole damn story, like god damn, it's like is it going over everybody's head? This guy
No, it's
just he was
not.
running
He was-
provider
yeah,
game.
basically,
They're like,
yeah.
here, hold on,
Right,
it's
yeah,
just provider
yeah,
game. He was just flexing all the stuff. Once he got you hooked in, he was gonna play games with you. This is
Yeah.
what every guy fucking does, and there's lots of different kinds of game. That's provider game. There's fucking PUA game, which is pickup artist game. There's fucking simp game. There's all these different ways of game that somebody will get you in, and once you're in, and then you flip the switch and you start showing the emotions more, he's gonna fucking sit there and take advantage of you.
But
like,
see,
every
see that,
guy-
Why
that's
did you have to waste
that's-
her
that's
time?
true.
Why
My-
you
Why
couldn't
you
if
do that
that's
to
the case,
but wait,
other
that's
girl?
Or
true.
not
The
even
question
other
is,
girls. Why
wait.
couldn't you just
First of
leave
all,
her
first of all,
alone?
first of
Guys
all,
do it all the
don't
time.
don't be confused that he's not doing the same thing to them,
Well,
just in a
he
different way.
is.
Why
But
waste my time? Because I was
'cause-
minding my business.
so wait, one mic at a
'cause-
time. One mic at a time.
for sure.
Always.
But if that's the case, then why is the question to her? What did she do to compliment? Because
That's what I was saying. Like the question was pointless. That's what I was saying.
Okay, for sure.
That's what I was saying. Like that question's irrelevant.
It's really
because
irrelevant because
you
it
can't
sounds
make
like
a
no
guy
matter
want
what,
you.
he
Yeah.
was
Well,
he was
what
gonna run
what I'm
game.
saying is the opposite though, as far as making a guy want you.
I know, and what I'm
But, like,
saying
you
is
can-
she.
That's
Like,
irrelevant.
what I'm saying, yeah, it's completely irrelevant, bro. And the reason why is because
he
you
ran
can't.
game.
Yes, like you got to understand, like these girls that get into a relationship with guys like that, they're literally just finessing them. Like there is no, she can't do anything. There's not one fucking thing she can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing that she
trash.
can add to his
Yeah, 'cause
life. He's
That's
literally just
trash.
getting the box, running game on her, and then he's gonna go fuck another girl while he's doing
Basically,
it.
he's
Like
doing
it's
That's
literally
trash.
the same thing.
That's, and so the reason why this is important is because when we talk about dating with intention and then intentionality, if he's leading with all these, like that's what I'm trying to say, like even like presenting my achievements and what I've done and stuff like that, you can, I'm a public figure, you can literally look up things I've done and look up how I am and who I am. It's really like the things that's like that's why I say, like, how does his community speak of him?
Yep.
And like the people around him, like go to simple things like, hey, if somebody's having a game night, like, yo, hang out with them,
Meet his
see
closest
how
friends.
meet closest
his
friends, and
family.
also even if you don't get
They
to
gonna spill
directly
the tea.
meet the family, you know what I'm saying, like
gonna
literally,
tell you
like you can literally find out a lot about somebody by their family dynamics and their brother sister relationships. You know what I'm saying, how they treat their mother,
Father,
you know.
Seen the
yeah.
red flags.
So
and
what
I
that's what I'm
was
trying to
just
say.
like,
But
These are
wait,
not
wait.
his
You were blinded
It's a
by
green.
the achievements that he presented you, right? And mind you, like
And the teeth.
but don't think, and I mean this in a very respectful way. Don't think you were special in that you were the only one getting treated like that. It sounds like this
He
nigga's
was
doing
living
this
his
with
best life.
multiple people, right? And you were just a asset to a trail of other women, right? Which men who are successful,
Do that.
especially within the red pill community, are taught to do. Exhaust your resources, do what thou wilt, seek out pleasure, and just know that, yo, because you're a high value man, you can do these things. But the thing is, if you have a daughter, you wouldn't want them to be treated that way. If you have a sister, you wouldn't want them to be treated that way. So why are we adding to the decline in the community of women by sleeping around, having multiple partners, and then also expecting women to be pure? Nigga, you are the exact reason the women are not
my
pure.
God, you
Speak
better
for him,
talk.
King.
You
Speak,
better
King.
talk. Because and that was a time I was coming out of like a moment in my life, and I was like, I'm being intentional. Like, I like him. I wasn't thinking about no one. I wasn't texting no one. I wasn't doing nothing. And then like he just kept, hit me up. I'm like, cool. Like, let me give him a chance. Like, the date was genuine. The whole little, and then I was just like, okay, this is weird. Like,
What they do is they love bomb and then they breadcrumb you. Like,
Oh
you know,
my
like,
God.
So hey,
you do not have to tell
That
me you
is
love
so
me.
we gotta
wait,
pause.
wait.
He dropped the word.
One mic. Hey,
They
one
sending
mic.
flowers, buying gifts, like every
Hey,
fucking week.
hey,
Yep.
He said,
Why are you giving me all these roses?
Hey, 1 second. Hey, 1 second.
Coming in
One
with
mic
teddy
at a time.
bears.
it's so
Real
hard
quick,
for everybody.
pause.
I
Yeah.
love Sergio.
Don't love
Pause.
Bonnie.
Hey, pause, real quick. Hey, panel, we gotta stop yelling. What's happening is that the audio is clipping and it hurts the chat's ears.
Yeah, it's
Like
super bad.
we
for
gotta
the
tone
chat.
it down just a little bit. But we need to finish these super chats. Let's go ahead and fly through this one real quick,
Yeah.
Sergio.
Thanks for
who-
the
who-
transparency.
So we gotta go to the third
had
lady
it?
on the right, next to Streets.
Next to streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you answer the? Would you want wedding or wife? You want the wedding or do you want to be a wife?
I would love a small wedding, very small, like people that are intimate to me and my husband.
Significant other.
Has to be small, and then I want to spend and splurge on the honeymoon for sure.
Why not a house instead of the honeymoon?
Well,
You got a house.
both.
Not the dream house.
We can do a little small
You
vacation.
in his dream
house.
I want.
Talk
We
closer
can
to-
we can do whatever. We can do like split. We can do, okay, we're gonna work on the housing, that, and we can do a small little vacation, small honeymoon. I'm okay with whatever. Like,
Just make sure the vacation's not for the gram.
I just want it to be intimate. I don't have to have everybody at my wedding. I don't really care for that.
Wait, did you answer this one yet or no?
I don't know.
Wedding or wife? Which one?
Wife.
You want to be a wife more?
I don't even want my husband to propose. Like, I want it to be intimate, just me and him. Like,
Exactly.
he takes me somewhere and he proposes to me. Like, I don't want a whole shebang. Like, I'm just like you. Like, I want the people that are gonna be there for my marriage. Like, not people that's
Yeah.
fake supporting. Like you guys need to work it out. Like, that's
It's
what I
not for
want.
Instagram. I
It's
really
not.
don't care
It's
for
not.
really not
This
for
is
them.
real
Don't
life.
care.
It's not for the
This is-
gram.
Yeah, clout.
What about you? You want the marriage or you want the wedding? Yeah.
Marriage. The party comes after. You
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Me, I feel like marriage is more important.
Wait, so
I feel
you want
like,
the wedding?
No, no,
Just
no.
the wedding or the wife?
No. Well, the marriage.
Okay.
The marriage. Something
Okay.
like reserved, small, civil. Close family, people you trust, people
Yeah.
who've known like
Answers
the
have been
ups and downs
changing.
of your like of your relationships and everything.
We've had some shows where the women are just all like, "We need a wedding.
No.
We need it."
I
It's
use
nice
the
having a
wedding does
panel.
not validate a marriage. You can get married to a super rich dude. He don't give a shit about you.
I agree.
swear.
Yeah, I agree.
You need to have that solid foundation where you're marrying your best friend and y'all are equally yoked.
I feel like it's
I agree.
personal. Like only people that are really involved with their love life, like you talk about. I date, but I don't let my family meet certain people. Like if you're really involved and invested with this person, you let them meet your family. You know.
Yeah.
Facts.
So if I'm marrying you, the people that I really love and care about need to be there to see that I'm marrying you because I love and care about you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
so
good.
No, I can see that. What's the next super chat? We have another one. Michael Trilstein with $1. Thank you, Michael. What's up, bro? We gotta have you on the show here in a couple months. You should be flying out.
Talk to me, Trill. What you got?
Corey Charles with $2. Thank
Yeah.
you, bro. What does it say?
He didn't
Nothing.
say nothing.
hey.
Oh, can women or $5 from Corey Charles?
Hey,
Can
Corey
women
Charles.
can women live without attention from men? Can women live without?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Can you live without attention from men?
I could.
Can you live without attention?
Absolutely.
Could you live without attention from men?
100%.
Yeah, all of you.
Yes, I just need attention from my man.
I know I look
I'll be
good.
okay.
Yeah, it's
the
that
plural.
self-love.
Look. Okay.
Self-love.
I don't know how much data's out on this, but the one thing that does still confuse the heck out of me to this day is Aisha Curry.
Why do you say that?
Why?
Because she left him.
No.
Oh.
Curry, like Curry's wife, right? That's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, she was like, "Yo, I see my husband getting all this attention, but how come I don't
she
get
started
attention?"
dressing like
Well, no, not even the dress. Well, it's, aside from that, just like publicly stating. And mind you, I think she's killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a great cook. She's killed. Like she's doing it. And but yeah, that's. But now, mind you, she would have, as the culture sees, an ideal marriage, but still, I feel like it's not. I think social media adds to insecurities because you're always able to compare your life to someone else, and so you're always thinking the grass may be greener. You're always thinking, oh man,
FOMO.
how come we don't do this? How come we don't live out this meme? Let's go on this trip. Let's go on this. And I'm like I always hear people talk about, yeah, I just want to take trips and travel. I'm like, you got a passport?
Right.
You don't even got a
have
passport. Yeah, you over here trying to relive this meme and let's recreate this and let's. I'm like, fam, that's somebody else living their life. What's up with your life?
Right.
Let's
why relationships, you gotta love yourself before you be with somebody else, because you can't like expect somebody else to give you the love that you're supposed to have for yourself. And I think that a lot of women is like that because social media make us like that a lot. Like comparing your body, your thoughts, your lifestyle, how you and your man react to each other. Like we always like comparing ourselves because of lack of love for ourselves. Like if you love yourself, it don't matter who and how they love each other. You gonna love how you love, and if you love yourself, it don't matter if you look a certain way in a bikini or if you post certain pictures, how many likes it's gonna get. Like I do feel like social media definitely
Fucks your head up.
Now mind you, I also feel like the minds, like I'm not against it. I'm for it absolutely. Like the concept of self-love. I just feel like as humans, we do a great job of loving ourselves already, but I feel like our own love for ourselves can also cause us to be complacent and comfortable because we love ourselves as is. How about we be competent? We actually achieve things so that we're able to build ourselves up. And I think that is the greatest form of love. Love is love with judgment and reproof. You can't be my like none of my friends know. You cannot call me a friend if I'm in the wrong. You're not gonna call me out. That's not love.
No,
and so if that's the case, it being self-aware and we're saying we love ourselves, that means when we're seeing wrong in ourselves, we have to be willing to call ourselves out and take self-accountability. So I'm able to say, you know what, man, like just for example, I've already failed this December. We made a commitment to well, technically I ain't failed yet, but it's possible I failed. Like we made a commitment to do like this thing with me and my podcast members, like take cold showers every day, work out 5 times a week, you know what I'm saying? Like getting the word and et cetera, et cetera. And I've already failed on some of those things, right? And so I'm like, man, all right, I got to take self-accountability, do better, and not look at today and feel like, and sit in the shame of today, but you know what? Wake up tomorrow and beast it, right? And so that way I'm not always stagnant and comfortable, because I feel like the self-love culture doesn't come with judgment, doesn't come with accountability, doesn't come with, you know what I'm saying, looking at yourself, reevaluating. And the same thing with your community as well. If your community's out there tripping, call them out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Because it's not real. It's inauthentic. Like how you said, you need that realness. You need that authenticity. And, like, that's how I was raised, too. Like,
You need what?
You need to be held. Yeah, you need to be held.
I want her to try to say it.
Yeah, I pronounced it
Held
correctly.
accountable,
Okay?
hold yourself
Yeah,
accountable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
but
true self-love and self-awareness.
100%.
Yeah.
But, like,
It's
also how she said too, like, to piggyback off of her, like, with social media, like, you know how everybody was idolizing, like, celebrity relationships like Dirk in India, Moneybag Yo, like Sierra, like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Like, Dirk had a like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people are getting cheated on, they're crying, like, we don't really know, but people are idolizing, like you say, like, what they put on there. Like, this is not your life.
Yeah.
Like, do you know that social media is fake? Nobody is posting their bad.
Supposed to look good.
Nobody's posting their depression. Like, nobody's.
Y'all need to remember. Y'all need to remember. This is all acting. Like, if I wanted to get a check mark, all I gotta do is pay about $7,000 to get put into 3 small articles, make a song in fucking 15 minutes, and then I can get a check mark. Like, y'all can't fall. Y'all don't want to fall for all that bullshit. It's I can get put in Forbes after I get put in 3 small articles. It's not hard to fake all of it. There's a guy who offers a service where he just does 9 pictures for you, like at a jet with a nice car, all this stuff, and it's only like $8,000, and you look like you fucking are a millionaire after you get those pictures done. It's all fake like crazy. And just to go back to the accountability thing, I like to teach people that the reason why accountability is so hard today is because for the past 2,000 years, the biggest thing that was accountability was us going to church and repenting for our sins. Like us repenting, when you would go talk to the pastor about what you did wrong, you were taking accountability about what you did. And today, we don't take any accountability. We don't go and confess our sins to anyone. Like, we hold that shit in. Well, some people don't even do that. And that's the thing. And even confessing to God could be a form of taking self-accountability. So the reason why, like, as soon as the world gets ruled with sin, and there's all these people that aren't talking about it, they're not releasing that sin from themselves, and it's staying inside of them. We're not going and confessing. And so, but yeah, confession is the same thing as accountability. Like, and that lack of confession is what's killing the world right now really bad.
1,000%.
Keeping things
I agree.
keeping things in yourself.
We're supposed to repent. Like, honest to God, I was raised. Okay, so this is about to sound real weird to y'all. I already know. Like, my dad's side was Jehovah's Witness, and then like Baptist and Christian, and then my mom's side is Catholic. So I grew up like
strict.
That's a hardcore opposite.
I know,
bro.
But it's like I've always had that foundation in God, and like I think that like it molded me into the woman that I am today. Because like you said, I talk to God every day. Like, I pray about everybody that's in my life. Like, I can meet a man today that I like, and I'll be like, God, is this man for me?
Amen.
Because
oh my God.
I need you to construct. I am still living in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? And I repent for my sins for real. Like, I repent for my sins every day because, like, I know I sin. Like, I could have been like, damn, fuck this shit. God, like, no, seriously. I repent for my sin. Like, for real, you got to have that one-on-one accountability. You got to have that one-on-one accountability with God. And a lot of men, I dated a dude, and he told me, I didn't date him. We went on a date. And I was like, do you believe in God? And he was like, no, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus. And he was super attractive, had money, everything.
No. It's over with.
No. Yeah, I didn't talk to him after. He was like, he didn't say he was an atheist, but he straight, like, he dead ass told me on the date, like, we're sitting across from each other, and I just was like, let me just ask him, and he was like, nah, like, Jesus gave up on me a long time ago, like, I don't even believe in God.
No.
Here's where that's cap. At what point do you start to take accountability for the bad decisions on your bad vetting process?
What's cap? Oh,
everything.
Like, instead of just saying, "Oh God,"
she said she didn't date him after that.
No, yeah, after that it was.
That
over
wasn't a bad
with.
decision. That was a good decision.
Yeah, I blocked him. Like, it was over with after
So
that.
the way that I define dating is like, going out on a date. So like right now I'm actively dating. I take women out on dates. I'll learn about them, learn about, you know what I'm saying, how they are, their mindset, things like that. Like, if that's what's defining as dating, yeah. As far as in a relationship, yeah. But I just literally define dating as going out with somebody and taking them out on a date.
That is exactly.
Right? And so from what I'm hearing, like, she had a boundary for herself. She went on a date, and then he didn't meet that boundary, so she cut it off.
Nelly, why would that be something you want us to dispose?
What did he say? Oh,
she looked
confess
at the
your body count.
Hey,
don't look at the chat. Don't look at the chat.
Yeah, everybody confess. You want to confess?
Hey, Nelly, you want the answer, bro? You gotta pay.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say.
Give the $2.
Pay the play, man. What's up?
Nah, she was gonna be honest. Go ahead.
What'd you
Okay,
say?
I'll be honest. Mine is truly 5. Like, truly 5.
That's not bad.
We doing this?
Oh
We're not
man.
doing it.
Damn.
How old are we?
Somebody said, "Damn."
We're not doing it.
Oh,
said
she
no.
ain't doing it.
We're not doing it.
Does body counts really matter?
Yeah.
Does it really
Yeah,
matter?
it does.
Does it?
It does.
Sadly, it
1,000%.
does.
Okay, so
It
can I
does.
Y'all-
ask you,
wait, hold on.
gentlemen,
You
so-
guys
why does
just
it-
wait,
wait.
hold on, real quick. You guys just reacted to a video of a previous porn star who got divorced, or who the husband divorced her
He
because
ran away.
of her body count.
Okay.
He knew he
well,
was
that's
marrying a
different story.
porn star.
Right.
What
No,
you
hold
think
on, hold
he
on,
was
hold on,
getting?
hold on. You gotta
Christian
understand.
Bale.
You gotta
I'm gonna hold my
understand.
finger up
She
to
been
that
doing
one,
dicks-
though.
It's not the count.
She been
It's the
getting.
reputation that comes from
Yeah,
the count.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
But he
Everybody-
knew what
we
he
don't-
was
we-
marrying.
you
He
could-
wasn't
you could
marrying
lie to
Virgin
us, right?
Mary. She was getting her cheeks clapped.
But why
before
does it
the
matter?
guy.
Why
More
does it
cheeks.
matter for girls and not guys?
So
No, hold on.
so-
I'll
it's a
break it
great
down.
question.
I'm,
Yeah, we'll
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it
Yeah.
down for you really quick. It's like I was just talking, like earlier. I was talking about how if you get married, your chance of divorce, if you've had at least 5 bodies, goes up 65%. Okay, it goes up 20% more once you go over 10. Okay, so you're at like, or no, it's not divorce. It's unhappiness in the marriage. My bad. It's unhappiness in the marriage. Now, but women also initiate 80. But that's a whole different stat. I'm not gonna bring that up. But women initiate 80% of divorces too. If you're college educated, 90%. But the reason why body count matters is because, like we were talking about the loyalty thing earlier, okay? And we were also talking about how oxytocin is released when y'all have sex. These things make it harder for you to be attached. The guys want a girl that's gonna truly love them, have what we call burning, genuine desire, okay? And the only way you're gonna get that burning, genuine desire sometimes is from a girl that hasn't. If a girl slept with 20 or 30 people, it's harder for her to have that burning, genuine desire because she's comparing this new guy to the last 20 or 30 guys. So it's harder for her to have that genuine connection that every man wants with his wife. You want to you don't want to be with somebody that's going to divorce you after 2 or 3 years that you've been married.
But
You want to be with a girl that truly is down for you. And sadly, the statistics show that is a
What
woman with
about
less
the
than 10
man
bodies.
though? Because what about the man?
What's she about to
Yeah,
say?
I wanna hear
What
what she said.
like what
Yeah,
about
go
the
ahead.
man?
You about to say something?
Okay, so I truly feel like body count does not matter because if you are really invested in this person, like okay, for example, if we was on a date and we were vibing and we truly loved each other and liked each other on the first date, you're like, okay, cool, I want to see her again and again and again and again, and we didn't talk about body counts. So how would you know my body count?
So
you wouldn't
guys,
care.
I'll explain. I'll explain to you. No, let me
care.
explain to you.
I
So
wasn't
guys are
done.
not. Yeah, but guys aren't stupid. I'm just gonna answer your question. We're not
Yeah.
stupid. We can tell how much of a girl if she sleeps around or not just based off of her Instagram, how she talks, everything.
But
Like
what if it
everything.
wasn't-
Just like how y'all can sense a vibe or y'all can sense how a guy is just from talking with him, going on one date with him. We can tell if a girl's a hoe. And guess what? We're not gonna tell you either. We're gonna smash and then we ain't gonna talk to you.
Well, that's
or
another
or
thing,
we'll keep
too.
smashing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
It doesn't matter. Body count doesn't matter. If you want to be my man, you can be my man. But if you want to be that next whatever +1, you can do that too.
It
doesn't
does matter because he won't wife you. That's what I'm explaining to you. He will
Okay,
sleep
but
with
that,
you.
the
about
man just wiped the porn star. This man literally.
That's like a whole
wiped-
different subject. That's a
no,
whole different
no,
subject.
we're talking about body count. This woman had billions and trillions of bodies,
And
dicks
you know
and pricks
what?
and all types of stuff.
And
that-
guess what?
and
She's
he-
crying. She literally is crying
but
on
the
camera.
point is, I understand that, but this lady who been smashed and passed and razzed and whatever, she's still.
So hold on, real quick.
A man
Because I hear your thing. Here's the
But
context.
I'm just trying to make a point. Like I'm just trying to make a point. Like a porn star got married. Like you feel what I'm
But
saying?
here's the
didn't. No, she
Didn't
didn't.
just say he divorced
He
her?
proposed. He did not
Oh,
go
I'm
through
sorry.
with
Yeah,
the
I
wedding.
actually got that wrong.
He
Yeah.
proposed, but he called off the
Still
wedding.
got on one knee.
But so here's
the
the
reason
context.
they
Here's the
waited.
context, and then Street, I'm gonna let you rock out. Here's the context. Most men in that situation will up front say, you know what, I'm okay with it, until reality hits them in the face. Until all the men around them say, bruh,
Until he
you are
gets 10
tripping.
videos a
And then
day.
eventually they go, you know what, I'm backing out of this.
Because they're
Now, hold on, because here's, wait, hold on, ladies, real quick, because again, I want to get this out and let Street rock out. You got to listen because this is the guy talking. You guys want men, right? So you gotta listen to our opinions, right? So all I'm saying is that even though that this guy got on one knee, he proposed to her and everything, he probably was in love with her. He recognized that the community of men around him valued him less and looked down on him. And as a result, he decided, you know what, this shame that I'm feeling right now is not worth whatever else that could come with this marriage. That's what happens when guys recognize what a body count actually communicates to the world around them. So we're not going around saying, because none of you guys got numbers on your heads, right? So we're not going around saying, man, I wonder if she got 10 or I wonder if she got 20. What we're going around saying is, man, I wonder if the next guy is going to look at me like I'm lesser than because he slept with her.
Facts.
What if it was
So,
vice
so,
versa?
so,
so-
Street,
so-
Street,
so-
Street has something to
So,
say. Street has something to say.
kind of piggybacking off of that. Well, not piggybacking, but kind of like interjecting. I feel like the social dynamic is something
Pause.
that we all understand.
Really? Pause.
Okay, pause again. Okay, indeed, granddad. Ain't you? Yeah. So I feel like that social dynamic is something we've all actually seen and experienced in even just high school, right? Like all a girl has to do is just slip up once, and then now she's ostracized.
Everybody knows.
I don't feel like that's something that as men we actually quote unquote grow out of. I think it's just knowing that there was you had the connection or the degree of separation of understanding who somebody has been with. So for example, for myself, like more than the body count, the bodies that count. Like I'm not like if I know my homies were active or like it's like yeah I'm not even about to be involved in that, right? Because for myself it's understanding that the relationship that I have with that person and also knowing that there is the possibility of me having the best man's wedding, right? Like the actual movie, right? Like the whole concept of having a close friend that you know, and I feel like the issue is we downplay sex so much, and so because we're downplaying the act of sex, right? We're like, because if you ask me, my body count is 0, right? I don't have anybody, and mind you, I also want to be very, very clear. Just because somebody may be a virgin doesn't mean they're pure. I don't equate virgin and pure. I feel like there's moments in my life where I've been angry, I've been dishonest, I've been manipulated. Like the purity and virginity do not equate. But I feel like there is an aspect of self-control that has to be spoken of, because if I was to say, hey, would you date somebody who you know had an STD or currently has an STD? Why not? Because you're thinking, man, their past consequences are affecting them today. When we don't think about the complexities of what sex does to your conscience, to your spirit, and to your body, right? And we're just going around thinking that, like, yo, we can just continue to date and sex and date and sex and date and sex and stay, and not think that's going to affect us in the long term. It really does mess with you. And so, not to say we have to think of it as an STD, but we have to think of it on the terms of, for me, myself, would I date somebody who was formerly a porn star, knowing that I have in her 0 experience? I wouldn't set myself up for that because I know we wouldn't be compatible. And so as a man trying to make a decision and trying to seek out and trying to see who I'm actually wanting to bond myself with for an eternity and lifetime and then create a legacy out of that, I have to consider her current mental health status, her current spiritual status, her current physical status before I make any decision to actually combine.
I think body count matter a lot to men too. Like I said earlier, it's the territorial part of it, and like I said, you a representation of him. So it don't matter who you was with. Because what Lil Wayne said does not matter. It does matter how many men you was with before he got with you. It does matter because at the end of the day, no matter how much he love you, like, you not pure to him.
Here, I'll explain to you. I'm gonna answer her question.
Nothing about you.
Let me answer her question. Hold on, let me answer a question. The reason why is because how has it been for thousands of years? The guys who have lots of girls, what are they looked at as? Those are the sultans. Those are the kings. Those are the guys that are in the highest part of society that are sleeping with a bunch of women.
Does that make it right?
It doesn't. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's natural. It's something that's been happening for thousands of years. Women have always been looked at as bad if they slept around. It doesn't matter how far back in history you look at. Y'all have always been prized based off of your purity. And that's how it's always been. You can get mad as long as you want about men being able to sleep around, but it's just fucking nature. Look, I'll explain. It's human nature for men to sleep around. It's a horrible thing. I agree with you. I don't think yeah, it is. But I don't think it's a right thing. Like I have a loyal relationship. I don't believe in cheating. I don't think men should cheat. I teach men not to do that stuff. But can I accept that there is an animal instinct that men have a higher drive to want to do it? Yes, I do think so. I really do think so. But women in the opposite, y'all care about provision a lot, and the reason why is because you have to think about having kids. You for 300,000 years, y'all's bodies have had to always make sure that you had a guy that was a provider. It doesn't matter. You need to look towards a man that could fix any problem, whether it was going to get logs or go get whatever it was to build whatever y'all needed to, whatever it was when we were cave people, whatever. Y'all have always needed a provider. I'm not going to be mad at women. I'm not gonna be mad at women for always wanting the guy that's the bigger provider. Why the fuck would I be mad? So what I'm saying is women. Well, then they're pathetic. But what I'm saying is women, because it's man's nature to sleep around. Don't get pissed off about it. It's like me getting pissed off that women are hypergamous and always going to the best man they can get.
But
I'm not
all
gonna get
men
mad about
don't
nature.
Sleep around. He's a virgin. And
Yeah,
he's a man.
Now, mind you. I do acknowledge I'm the exception to the rule. I do acknowledge.
And it's a lot of men.
But I know of a good majority of men that are involuntarily celibate and also voluntarily celibate.
Yeah.
And yo, we're really out here. But what I'm saying is, if I was to start presenting them to you, a lot of the majority of the time, y'all wouldn't be willing to even give them a chance because of their appearance.
So why do y'all do us like
it's more
that?
so.
What do you mean? Who do you? Who do who?
I mean, girls that have a lot of bodies. Like, why is
We just explained all of it. I just explained to you
Wait,
factually.
Into the mic. Into the mic.
So
It's a double standard, though.
It's not a double standard.
It is a double standard, but it's a good one. It's a good one.
Wait.
It's a double standard. Hold on. It's a double standard.
Standards exist, and here's the thing. I feel like we also understand it. Like, we're actually cool with double standards, typically, right? So if you go to the club, like I remember I was on my podcast, and I don't even do the thing where I rate women in live or like that. I never do that because I don't think it's ever beneficial. I don't think it's other than trying to make a viral. I'm not on that. I really want to see people get built up. But essentially, I was talking about when I actually dated someone who was like an 8, 9, maybe a 10, right? And so in the midst of that, one person responds, well, how do you know she was a 10? And they're like, how do you know I'm a 10? Because I know I'm a 10. And she got on the hot seat, and you know what I'm saying? It is what it is from then on. You know. And so she basically said, like, how do you define a 10? I said, look, I never have to define a 10. The culture does. And I said, the best way to see if you're a 10, go to the club. There's women who wait in line, and there's women who get escorted to the front. And then there's another level of that. That's like the 8s and 9s. The 10s are typically up there with the ballers. Like, there's another level that's not even accessible. And so what most women are experiencing is the average experience. Going in the club, walking around in circles. Other women actually get to experience a deeper level of that. So I'm saying societal structures that are already in place. Some women have pretty privilege. That's a double standard. Because why? Men aren't the ones that's like, oh, well, I know based off my looks, I'll be invited in the club. No, like that's a double standard. Y'all able to go the girls' night out. Y'all can have free experiences while the men are paying. Why? Because we're gonna be where the women are at, right? And so that's just the concept of like we all understand double standards. Like, if there's a bump in the night, who do you really expect to go and check the front door? Like, yo, that's on me, right? Because I'm the man. That's a double standard. But that's cool. Now, mind you, I do think that in the midst of understanding double standards exist, just because double standards exist, that don't mean we have to
succumb to them.
Succumb to all of them, right? So, for example, yes, naturally we can say men cheat without even the emotional aspect, but just something that's available. That mean I should do that? No.
No.
Any man who is, I would say, a high value man is a man of self-control.
Absolutely.
And so if that's the case, then like we shouldn't have to go to the societal structures and go simply with our nature, because our nature is not something we should always follow, because our nature is deceiving. The heart is deceitful and wicked. And so following your heart and then desiring to go wherever your heart tells you to go, and it's like, that's a lack of self-control, homie. And so I feel like we should really, really consider that as we start talking about our sexual experiences. But even with that, as a man who's practiced self-control to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? For me, yeah, for sure. Look, it ain't easy. This is voluntary. But with that being said, though, like for myself, I like knowing myself and then knowing what's available. I have to consider somebody's experiences as I'm moving forward. And it's not always just, like I said, it's not a conceptual like a number. But like I said, a lot of the times, I don't always try to base it off the vibe, but the vibe does give off some certain things. Like, yo, what is your presentation on Instagram? How do you act in a public setting? How do you act after you had a couple drinks? Things like that. Like I'm paying attention to all this.
Talk to me. With you being a virgin, do you want someone that's also pure, or?
Preferably,
bodies
like, but that's
matter.
what I'm trying to say. Like I said, first of all, purity is a daily choice.
Mhm.
It's not. I didn't have sex, so therefore I'm pure.
Mhm.
Like purity is literally a daily choice, and I think that we conflate the two. But I get your question though. Like, do I want somebody who's a virgin? Preferably, absolutely. I feel like that would be amazing because not only do you like the statistics of us having a more successful marriage is higher because why? We both are ignorant. And because I like someone was like, how will you know it's good? I said, nigga, I ain't got nobody to compare it to.
Right.
Like what what do you mean how I know it's good? It's gonna be good.
Right.
And if it ain't good, we'll make it better.
Exactly.
We got years to figure it out, right?
Yep.
And so with that, like I would desire that, but also, you know, the slim is picking.
Yeah.
What they at though?
I got a question for the ladies though, real quick. I got a question regarding that. So, y'all had a disagreement with how guys look at body count and why it matters. If that body count being a tangible thing that matters to men, why does an intangible thing such as astrology signs mean so much to you all?
I can start off with that.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, I'm not going to say it means something. Okay, so I'm super in tune with astrology. Like, I'm like,
So it
what's
means
your
something.
natal chart? It means something, but it's not, it doesn't give me an overall, like, I'm not going to talk to this man because his Venus is in Sagittarius like mine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Look, people find out when I'm born and be like, you're a Gemini? Look.
Your Geminis are not boring.
See, look at that. Look, she said,
They're
cheaters.
not boring.
They're cheaters.
Don't
My
be
mom
yelling
is a
into the
Gemini,
mic.
and like
Everybody chill.
I honestly, I just cut a Gemini off. But anyways, though, but like no, just to say that to say like I'm into it, but I'm not gonna just cut a man off just because of he tells me he's a Gemini and I don't think we're compatible. Now, I do agree, like with certain things that they say, because I'm a Scorpio, and certain things they say about Scorpios, I'll be like, damn, that is true.
Here,
Like,
I'm gonna break y'all really quick. This is why y'all fucking do it. Y'all have so many fucking choices today because of Instagram, dating apps, all this shit. Y'all literally have to filter so many fucking men. Astrology is just another filtering mechanism. Y'all will literally filter guys out just based off of your sign because when you got fucking 100 dudes hitting you up a week, it's like, let's take off 10 of these right now because they're Tauruses. Boom. Oh, now there's only 90 left. Okay, let's take off all the ones that aren't 6 foot tall. Okay, now there's only fucking 10 left. All right, let's take off all the ones that aren't
Signs are big to you?
Yeah, like
Signs are big for you?
No, and I also don't think women. Y'all feel. I don't understand the stereotype of
You're
women
talking to
get,
the mic if you can.
women get played like that. Like truthfully, we really don't. Like DMs really be dry. Like
truthfully, we really do. I'm not gonna care.
You really do.
Oh, okay.
You
well,
really do.
No.
I guess it depends on what you present, but
So
like,
so
no,
when he says you get play, it's the access to play. Now you may not be accepting it, but
You're
if
definitely
you put yourself out there, so if it was a study done, like I don't even know if it was a study.
What the
but
Tinder
just,
one?
Well, not just that, but like
Tinder one was
for
horrible.
example, let's just do this right. If there were 100 guys that walked up to 100 women and said, "Hey, I find you very attractive. I would like to have sex with you." How many of those women do you feel like would say yes?
none.
Okay, so if there was 100 women that walked up to 100 guys and said, "Hey, I find you very attractive. I would like to have sex with you." How many of those men would
Every
you say?
single last one.
Why? Because at the end of the day, men, when they have the ability to do it,
they will do it.
gung ho.
Yeah.
And so it's not so much about what you, because all this is showing is like, yo, you reject a lot of men because it's like, yo, I don't got time for y'all. I'm not trying to waste your time. Don't waste my time.
Right,
But
okay.
the access to it,
It's
like
available.
you, it's only dry because you cut the hose off.
Okay.
But it didn't have to be. But that's also something. It self control or just you just like yo cutting yourself off, or you still waiting on homeboy to get right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
Yeah.
waiting for the man, my actual man that's for me. So like
Indeed.
find me, cause I ain't finding nobody.
But he's not gonna find you if you
He's
keep
gonna-
being
no, he's
involved. If you keep being
Okay.
involved in whatever toxic you got going on,
Get out of that situationship.
it's never gonna work.
I have been trying.
It's never gonna
Yeah.
work.
Harder.
It's not gonna
Cut
work.
him off. Block him. Change
It's
your
not
number.
gonna work. I'm telling you.
Do whatever you
You
need
watching
to do.
right now? What y'all talking
I
about?
had
All right.
He's about to be like, listen.
That nigga in the joint is a super chat.
No, like
So how you getting home tonight?
I'm not sending you no more cash.
No, recently I saw like a lot of people talking about it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's like in order for you to make the dating work, you have to date outside of your type.
Your race too.
That's true.
So I'm
I ain't
like,
doing that.
yeah, that's what I said.
I have a
Hard pill to
toxic
swallow.
here, I have a toxic trait, and I don't know if this, but I recently prayed about this. So I think my toxic trait is continuously going back to like what I know. So basically, continuously, like I'm like I already know him, he knows me. Like not giving a new guy a chance. Like new guys like, let me take you on a date, and I just be like, I've already been talking to him for like 2-3, like so it's that comfortability. But it's like you have to branch out because this guy is continuously giving you the same thing year after year, and you're just basically wasting your time with this dude. So I'm like, you know what? I need to start giving new guys chances.
Well, that's why I'm like, it's a hard pill to swallow.
Well, this is actually something I teach on the show. We're not going to do it tonight, but usually what I like to do is I like to critique everybody, and one of my biggest critiques I end up giving at all y'all, or most women, is y'all got to stop fucking sleeping with people. The big...
You got to be abstinent.
Oh my God.
You got to not get men.
Exactly.
You got to stop.
It's accurate.
See, but like honestly, like the biggest mistake y'all all make is y'all all keep sleeping around while you're looking for your dream man, which is the dumbest thing you can fucking do. Because you're literally pigeonholing yourself to that guy, and the guy of your dreams walks by every day, and you don't give him the opportunity. Like you already missed fucking hundreds of chances. Like honestly, like you might have already fucked yourself, and that's just and that happens to so many women today because you're dickmatized or whatever it is by some guy that's not giving you what the fuck you want. Like, and it happens all the time. I see this shit every day on this fucking show.
All they got is dick. They don't have nothing else.
It's the appearance that we
Dallas,
talked
Texas.
about.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when y'all live in hedonism and you're shallow. You can't be shallow, and you don't want to live in your pleasure. You can't live in your pleasure.
Men taught us how to be shallow. I'm gonna say that because.
What do you mean, men? Hold on. No. I can already tell you that you're wrong right now. Men did not teach you to be shallow. Men are shallow because women leverage beauty to get the best man they can. That is science. Hold on. Women leverage beauty to get the best man they can. Period. If y'all want to give up on what masculine energy is not a beautiful guy. If y'all want to give up and go choose those feminine dudes, that's fucking on you. No, you're the one choosing those feminine guys that want to go to the gym and make themselves look all pretty and have fucking 30 different colognes in their house and fucking 18 candles for you. Go ahead, do that. If you want that's fine. You want a feminine dude? Don't be complaining when you're 40 and single. Go ahead, choose them.
I need an
choose them all day.
I need an alpha male
because when you think about a woman when they get their first heartbreak, it's like a dude. You're not thinking about how pretty or whatever. I mean, you may be thinking about how pretty you are, but you thinking about how much you like this boy until this boy break your heart.
It worked both ways. I'm gonna tell you right now. It worked both ways.
And I know it do, but women are more forgiving. And once a dude have their first heartbreak, it's like,
he's
now I hate every woman from this point
it happened
forward.
when you were 16, you're 30, you're still crying about Tisha in junior year.
Wait. Okay.
Junior year high school.
Girls have hope for a minute.
Heal.
Okay. Question.
Heal.
Do you believe that women are more forgiving?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you agree with the term "hell hath no"?
Absolutely. That's me.
Then the
I'm
woman's
gonna have
fury.
some fury. Yes.
Do you see how though? You see how there's a contrast? How you're contradicting yourself?
I say 50-50 on
No.
that one.
No.
He said, "Are you forgiving?" And then he asked you, "Do you have wrath?" And you said yes to both. Like revenge.
Revenge. Yes, women have revenge. Probably after they have forgiven so many times to the point where like. I want to hurt you too.
I don't get my lick back.
I
don't get my lick back.
I get my lick back and
I can get my lick back, but it's like I don't get my lick back because I believe in karma. Like I believe in karma, so I believe in you reap what you sow. So the thing is like the thing about it is
you said it, so I'm a sow it.
I'm not.
Hey, but she the forgiving one, man.
I ain't waiting no guy.
She Mother Teresa right there. Yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna get my lick back.
I'm not getting my lick back. Like I can't. It's like I see how you moving. I can get my lick back, but I'm not. Like karma got you, cause you're gonna be coming back, baby, and I'm gonna be with a whole new nigga, and I'm gonna be like, so my lick back is me going.
So ladies, earlier Street made the analogy about the 100 women and 100 men, right? You guys remember what he said, right? That men would easily jump on the opportunity to sleep with 100 women.
Absolutely.
Right? Do you guys understand why that is?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because women are the epitome of sexy and everything.
Wrong.
Yes,
I'm gonna cut you off. No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's not why. The reason that they would is because it's harder to come across women who will have sex with you than it is for women to come across men who have sex with them.
I agree
So
with
women
so
are
hold
more
on.
attractive. Women are
So
more attractive.
okay, I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is this: that when a man gets his heart, quote unquote, when a man, you know how women say, "Who hurt you?" So when a man gets quote unquote hurt, right? he now has to go back into the dating market struggling to find the next woman. Whereas when a woman gets her heart, quote unquote, hurt, she's already, you guys said at the beginning of the show, most of the time you've already checked out, but you're probably still sleeping with the guy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You
Exactly. Well, hold on. So the point is this: that you're able to replace the person far more easier than they are, and so it's gonna sting a little bit longer for that person, and he's gonna treat it a little bit differently than you would.
Well,
that's the point. Every
why
single one of
can't
you guys can
Donnie-
get a rebound tonight. Literally, every single one of you guys can get that red cup, go out onto the street right now, act like you drunk. Throw your legs up, and 10 niggas is gonna be coming over there. It's like, hey, you need some help? Hey, you got your car stopped. Let a man try to do the same thing. Every woman finna pass him up like, man, that dude's a weirdo. If you don't believe me, we're not too far from downtown Dallas. Ask how many homeless men are out there and how many homeless women are out there.
Here, hold on. And just to like put this all, hold on. The biggest reason why everybody has such a hard time understanding shit at this table is because y'all cannot understand. Men and women are fucking different.
Yes, we do understand
We're
that.
wired different,
We
for
completely
sure.
understand
That's
that.
why I said.
Well, then why every time we say certain things, y'all are just like, why is that? No, it shouldn't be
we're
like
not
that. What do you
dissing.
mean?
We're
That's a
not
double
dissing.
standard.
So
It is a double
okay,
standard.
so I think the breakdown is this. So like, for y'all, body count shouldn't matter. But when y'all are asking,
No,
like, look, so
it should matter.
wait, no,
It
listen.
should matter on both.
For sure, but
It
wait,
should
listen.
matter.
So like, the question should be, yo, to men, does body count matter? And then just listen to the answer. And if a majority of men are responding in a certain way, then it's upon you to be like, okay, men, why do y'all feel like this, right? And so based on that, because I feel like a lot of times, even in like red pill conversations, we're trying to talk to women like they're men, and we're trying to talk to men like they're women. And so I feel like if we're understanding both perspectives from their perspective rather than looking at it from your own lens, you'll see that like we're not trying to like really debate, because it's like hey, this is how generally speaking men feel, and then y'all can say, well, this is how generally speaking women feel, and then from there we have the conversation, because y'all feel from what I frame, it's like, yo, yeah, body count shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? There could be personal reasons why that's the case. There could be outside reasons that's the case. There could be cultural reasons that's the case. And then from like most men I talk to, it's like, yeah, body count does matter. There could be personal, cultural, et cetera, et cetera. And so I think that's really the breakdown in this. It's like, yo, are you willing to look at it from a male's perspective, and are we willing to look at it from a woman's perspective?
I'm willing to look in a male's perspective because, like you said earlier,
Why?
or even
Why do men always like why?
Well,
I don't think men are
because
willing to look at it
as a
from a
man-
women's perspective.
Well,
I really don't.
As
this is
a
a-
man, I do feel like your woman, like I said, that's a representation of you. So if it's so many men who know how beautiful and how good of a person you are, it's like that take away the exclusiveness of who you are to that man. So it's like,
But can I
yeah, I
also
love
say
you,
something
but
that,
it's-
like, but okay, a man doesn't want a woman who slept with 100 men, but a woman don't want a nigga who's passed around either.
That's what
I
I'm
don't want a
saying,
man who's been with 50, 60 like I don't want my man to have sleeping with multiple women either. I don't
but
want
I feel like you get what you.
doesn't-
You
But
attract what you are.
wait.
But
But
I haven't
But as we're having this conversation, we're also hearing that y'all are attracting niggas that got the big D energy. And so it's like, yo, y'all are actually
Everybody
pulling
want
those
that.
guys.
Yeah.
Y'all are actually having experiences with those same men you don't want. And so for as we're hearing it, we're like, yeah, those are the 20% of men that are really out there having their fun. And so
I
like
hate them.
I get you hate them, but you also love them, and you want to
love them.
keep them to the side, right? And so
toxic
but
situation.
for sure.
Why are
and,
we why are we normalizing it's okay for guys to have
It's
so
no, mind you.
many bodies?
It's not.
I'm not saying we're normalizing.
But
We're
that's what it
addressing.
sounds like.
No. Okay, you're looking at a guy who's not doing it.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
you're right,
But
you're right.
But at the end of the day, I have to look at it from a lens of how is our culture handling this topic? How is our culture handling this subject? And on the front end, we're hearing, yo, men are trash, but also all the men that I'm around have great sex, and also I don't like these men. I'm like, okay. But then you say, yo, I don't want men who have a high body count. But it's like, but you're with the men who have high body counts.
All the guys y'all sleeping with, I promise you got high ass body counts, bro.
Why? Because
That's how they got
can
that
have
vibe.
their feel. They got good. They got good at it somehow. You know what I'm saying? And so based on that,
That's just hilarious to me, bro.
And this is why body count should matter, because it's like, yo, to both.
He said it should matter.
It should matter.
It should
like
matter
like
to
like
both. I
it
agree.
it should
It
matter to
should.
both. Because look,
Absolutely.
I'm talking. Like I said, I encourage the men I'm around and in myself to practice self control.
Right.
Like I don't want the men who are actively seeking and dating, like even in dating, like we talked about dating beforehand, and but I feel like even in dating, because I haven't dated any more than 4 months in my life, right? Like typically it's usually you kind of find out real quick and it's like, okay, maybe this isn't the vibe, but to keep things non-sexual in dating allows you to really get the vibe of who they are mentally and
That's
spiritually,
facts.
right?
They really do.
Like
And it lets you know if a dude like you or not.
For
And
sure.
a lot of
Because
people.
I hate an overly horny nigga.
That's
like,
so
get your
unattractive.
horny ass on. Like, if that's all you want to do.
Is that all the time?
Like,
though?
like,
Or
don't
is that
talk about
sometimes?
sex.
It's a lot of men, and I don't know if I give off that. Like, I'm just
Like,
I don't even want to have sex with you now.
Whatever you want
Like,
to,
you-
but if everything you talk about, if you always make it sexual
Always
gestures,
talking
it's
about
like,
it. Like, get a
I
body.
don't like you.
But are you-
And
but-
you
but-
don't like me either.
Well,
You
no,
only
yeah.
I don't
wanna
wanna do
have
it with
sex
you no
me.
more.
That's what I'm
So
trying to say.
that's-
But
that give me glasses.
but here's the thing. The only difference between the men you're actually involving with, one of them is very upfront, and the other one is just allowing themselves to go through the process to get the same result.
Right.
Damn.
So
That's
so
facts.
so at the end of the day, it's like if a person isn't portraying and verbalizing self-control and boundaries, then is that somebody you want to be involved with if we're talking about want to be married and have children?
Absolutely
No.
not. I just cut a dude off for that, like being overly horny, like because I like you, and I already told you, like I'm on my journey right now, so like I like you, like let's just chill. He's like, I'm so sorry, I'm so horny. I'm sorry you horny too, because I don't like you no more. Like I really want you to stop, and I'm not saying that you have to stop.
He was actually saying
I'm
this.
not. Yeah, he did. He's like,
Okay.
I'm so attracted to you, and like, I want you to be attracted to me, but I also don't expect you to go on a journey with me. Like, if you want to meet me there, we can do that. But I'm not saying don't have sex. But at the same time, you're not gonna coerce me to do it.
Right.
Just really quick, we're about to end the show, but just really quick, like based off of what you just said, I want y'all to know I completely support what he's doing, big time. Like I wish every man made the decisions that he did.
Like,
Sadly, I have to
he's a
coach
gem.
guys that didn't do that though, that
a
like
gem.
made stupid decisions, and I have to coach women that aren't making the same decision as him also. And the sad reality though, sometimes if you're not finding a badass guy like him, is that if you make certain guys wait, they're just gonna they're not gonna fuck with you. And like here's the thing, and I'll explain to you why. Because if they know that you might have slept with other guys in the past after the first night or after the first day or something like that, they're gonna feel some type of way of, oh, you're making me wait 30, 60, 90 days, but you didn't make him wait, you know? But like I definitely think you should shoot for finding guys like him, but it's just harder. So if you can't find good Christian men, you need to be prepared to maybe not play those games, because it might not, but at the same it's so hard. I always say it's so hard for women to date now, because you need to not sleep around because it's going to hurt you, but you need to also have burning genuine desire for the guy that you're with, because if you don't have burning genuine desire for him, it's not going to work out in the long run.
That's why I say having the person that plays the in between, I feel like it's definitely beneficial for women that are seeking marriage, right? If you're really seeking marriage, like, and a lot of women are bragging about the bag they got. Okay, cool. Hire a professional. Like, dating professionals are actually really, really helping a lot of women. It's not shameful. It's something that actually, I've done the research on these two people. I've understood both y'all's boundaries. I see, hey, go on a date. And I remember we had a dating professional professional matchmaker come on our show, and she said the goal of the first date should be the second date. Because really, at the end of the day, you really can't get to know somebody off the first date the way, because, you're nervous and things like that, especially when somebody else set it up. The goal should be the second date. But I also just want to clarify, like it's nothing inside of me that allows me to practice any type of self-control. You know what I'm saying? I am a fleshly being. Like, it's only by the power of the Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying, and me accepting Jesus in my life, that I'm actually able to exemplify the man you see today. And so, like, I really encourage people, like, to not just just do things just for their own self-gratification, but for the benefit of others, and not doing, like, I really try to think about the community. I'm making these decisions because I'm like, is that my daughter? You know what I'm saying? Is that my sister? Is that the person in my community? And so I'm recognizing and understanding that my decisions aren't just decisions that only impact me. They impact a legacy. Like, my children will pay for the things I do, possibly, right?
Yeah.
Like, they'll have to have the consequences, the generational curses that we have are
built up how our decisions we make on the daily basis. That's why I say purity isn't something because I've restrained from sex. It's purity the daily choice to live a lifestyle. I feel like that is called to being good and moral, and my moral standard is the scriptures. So,
dude, props to you, bro. Yeah, amen.
That's so beautiful.
So yeah, let's do the last super chats, and then we're just gonna close it out tonight, man. Was there? I know somebody was talking shit. I want to get up in on that person.
Somebody said you was a wingman.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Your boy
for it.
Payne, he said, how
Call
can
him
you
out.
be feminine and work
Yeah,
out?
yeah. No, I'm gonna get his ass in a second. I can't wait.
They got some super chats
Just
there
like
for
I-
sure. They was really going in. Who they calling cap?
Just all the way up.
Indeed.
Yeah,
I see a lot of caps.
All the cap. Just like I thought. Just like I thought, all them cap put me on the show.
Oh,
Corey
okay.
Charles.
And he gave us $2.
Shout out. Nelly,
You
no.
gonna
with the
toss me
five.
the bag.
Listen, ladies, I ask women their body count for an honest reaction. I may not get an accurate answer, but I get my answer by your split-second reaction. True, man. We can read facial. Yeah. We can read just by how
She
you-
said so.
I don't think so, because women are the best liars. So I don't even think you can.
$5. How's it going to the gym and staying in shape feminine? I'll explain to you why I'm so against this, because it's extremely surface level thinking. I know tons of people who go to the gym. I know tons of people who do steroids. I know tons of people that are heavily involved in this. I used to be one of them. It makes you extremely insecure. I'm on a spiritual journey that does not give a fuck about physical. And one day you might get onto that point and you're going to be like, oh, wow, he was fucking right. But trust me, man, the gym isn't everything. Like, don't get me wrong. I want y'all to go lose weight if you're overweight. I want you to go to the gym if you need to pick yourself up in certain aspects of your life, and that's what's going to inspire you. I want you to do it. But if you're one of these guys that's insecure, if you're getting into steroids, if you're doing it just because you see this guy is trying to tell you to buy this protein powder and you really want to look like him one day, I'm telling you, dude, you're just doing it all. If you're having to post on Instagram every time you're going to the gym, you're doing it for the wrong fucking reasons. Like, that's fine if y'all want to do it, but honestly, you're going to have a way better spiritual journey if you just go and you actually just read and use your mind, get better at provisioning, get better at making your money. I've had a lot of success in my life because I focused on money more than anything else. And yeah, that's not for everyone, but it put me above my peers that were going to the gym every fucking day. So I don't like you can go to the gym, bro, but I'm gonna have more money than you at the end.
Get him, Sergio.
Killing spree.
But yeah, was that the last one, man?
Yeah, that was it.
All right. Well, yeah, guys, thank y'all all for showing up. Thank you.
That was the last super chat. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
it was more.
Here, just to go
They
around.
want to keep going. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it was
We
more
was
super
expecting-
chat.
We was expecting a good chat.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn.
that
They
was,
said y'all slacking.
that was like
Oh, we got 5
She
more.
said, dude, I'm a fireman.
I stay in shape because my job is physical. I don't have social media except YouTube. All right, that's great, bro. You have one of those jobs where it's good to do, and you have a gym at your job, and you're up there for 24 hours at a time sometimes. Yeah, you're probably bored. Go to the fucking gym, bro. Whatever. You're there with it all the time. I would do it too if I had your job. Cool.
Nah, but shout out to you, D-Raw, man.
yeah,
Appreciate
actually,
everything you do as a father.
yeah.
Hey,
Actually,
shout out to you.
hey, but like, thank you for protecting everybody. I mean, you're a good guy at the end of the day, and I really appreciate what you do for the community.
Thanks for your service, man.
I want all the ladies though to just really quick, just give a last thoughts. You know, like, what'd you think of the show? Would you want to come back? Would you want to bring friends back? Stuff like that.
I love the show. I feel like it was open and honest, and everybody was able to say how they felt. I would definitely bring somebody back.
Oh yeah.
So we can say, but I guess you still not listening.
No,
He's just fucking with you. Last thoughts.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the show. Like, I love podcasts, so I love podcast culture.
You
Just
down to
being
bring
able-
one of your single friends back next time?
Absolutely.
I like to have reunion days, and I want people to always bring back another guest.
Absolutely. I have a cousin, and like she's really cute. She has like a lot going on, so like I always try to put her on like good dudes. Like she's never really had a good dude before. Like I have, and unfortunately ruined it. So I'm like always telling her like, don't ruin it. Like you need to have a good man. Like have a good man. So I love the show. I would definitely bring somebody on here, especially somebody single, looking to better themselves. Because as women, we need to take accountability and better ourselves. We always harp on we always harp on men about bettering themselves, and I don't think that we tell women enough. Like you're not perfect. You have stuff you need to work on. So as single women, we really need to work on that.
Hey, accountability, good job. No, I'm happy to have both of y'all if y'all ever want to come back with a friend. What's up?
I would
What
love
about
to
you?
come back too. This was new for me. It's my first.
You have fun? You liked it?
podcast. I'm a little shy at first, but I feel like I warmed up to it.
You did great.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I just came in here with an open mind, and I love how everybody was just open and honest about everything because it gave me a new perspective about how everybody views dating. And I learned a lot today, so
Good.
thank you.
Yeah, I really like doing stuff like this, and one of the biggest reasons because a lot of guys won't be honest with y'all, and I'll tell you why, because they want the box.
Right.
So a lot of guys are always gonna lie to you. I don't need y'all's box. I got my own. So like I don't.
got my own.
I'm gonna be sitting here honest with y'all like a brother, uncle. Like I'm never going to sit there and lie to tell y'all what y'all want to hear because I don't need anything from y'all. I'm literally just telling y'all the truth. I'm gonna come back to you at the very end, man.
Sure.
For you, last thoughts. How, would you want to bring a friend back?
Absolutely. And I like the fact that we were actually talking to him because like he is like a gem. Like he's coming from like a spiritual, like a deeper level, like not shallow shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's a really good guest.
he's
No,
coming
for sure.
from
He's
a
one of the best guests we've
completely
had.
different level than like all of us, because none of us here are pure outside of him. Like his form of sexuality. So you're a virgin.
No, I said that.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
a virgin.
My spirit is pure.
No, our spirit. I'm just talking about he's a virgin. Like I feel you, but like I would definitely come back. I enjoyed the show. I would definitely bring a friend back as well.
Oh yeah. How about you?
I would definitely bring somebody back.
Okay.
Yeah,
You had fun. You like it?
I like it. I like how like we all can like get to share things and learn and stuff like that.
Talk about shit that people don't talk about every day.
Yeah. One thing I would say is I
Let you
would
talk more?
say-
Because you're
I
hella
was
quiet.
Just listening. It's just observing.
Well, that makes
I'm a
1 out of
little
5 that was
shy,
listening.
I'm a little shy, so yeah. But next time for sure I will, say something. But I feel like I don't know. Just one thing I wanted to say from earlier is the more you mess around with somebody, the more you hold back your blessings. So I feel like it's just best just to focus
Let it
on
go.
you.
Yeah.
Let the dick go. It can't
for
be that
sure.
good. What is it doing for
It's
you?
never that good.
It's never
Yeah.
ever. in
It
life
really
that
do
good.
be that good though.
Oh my gosh!
Don't sell yourself a dream.
I'm praying to my devil.
I thought we were almost
I thought we
there.
almost
Like,
had it, bro.
I'm
No,
just
somewhere.
saying it be that good to keep strongholds.
No,
like
it
that.
don't.
It do, and you gotta let it go. You gotta pray the devil go.
The stats show otherwise. So yes, she's actually got a point.
What
It
is
must be that.
I want to ask the dudes like, what's the advice for like young women dating like for real to like keep us protected like and not to be out here getting our feelings hurt all the time.
Yeah. So like I said, I really feel like the reason a lot of women make mistakes in dating is because the majority, especially in the black community, we do not have a male covering. If you talk to other cultures, they're not struggling with the same issues we're struggling with. Why? Because in a lot of other cultures, and you can fill in the blank, like they're actually teaching their daughters how to be wives, teaching their sons how to be husbands, whether directly or indirectly. And so having that male covering, and I feel like when it comes to that male covering, and we didn't get to talk about this a lot, but I have a lot of, and I mean this, a lot of platonic relationships. And I mean, I'm the side hug champion. Non-sexual, you know what I'm saying? Like non-flirtatious. The women around me can literally affirm the fact that I've never tried anything and never will try anything with them. They feel safe and protected around me, which allows me to then have access to the aspect of, all right, bet. Hey, I'm interested in this guy. Hey, I want to bring him to this game night. Check him out. I'm like, okay, say less. Right? Why? Because that allows, she's already affirmed that she trusts me and trusts my character and also trusts my judgment. And then also, here's the thing about men. We can read men better than y'all can. And so understanding that we can read men better than y'all can read men, it really could just reflect the fact that you might need men of a higher caliber that you surround yourself with so that you'll be able to not just decipher for yourself, but have men that can hold you accountable while they also hold the people you're interested in accountable as well. Because like I said, if there is a man you're bringing up that's presenting himself as high value, when he presents himself to the other men in the community, either he'll fall in line or fall away. And so I think that allowing yourself to understand you don't have to do it alone in making your decision. I feel like a lot of women make the decision of making the decision of who they want to date alone when it's a community thing.
I used to only date men if their parents were still. I used to literally like my type from like high school. If I dated a guy, I literally like a requirement was that their parents needed to be together. because I didn't have that. So I was just like, I need him to know how to handle me, like emotionally, like spiritually, like, you know, like I said, like lead me, even at a young age. Like my high school boyfriend, like parents together. Like he was so masculine, did everything, everything, everything. Like I didn't have to ask anything, and I was young. So like even like today, like when you date men and they raised by a single parent or something like that, it's like you see like the division for real. Like the non-leading kind of sort of, you know, and it's not for everybody, but most of the men who are raised in a single parent family or home, it's not the same type of love and affection that they show you when a man has their mom and their dad in the home. Even if their marriage isn't like the best, they still know how to be like a man and deal with women and their emotions, and just, you know, I always like look for that.
Goes vice versa too for women.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Women that grew up in a single household as well.
Yeah, I mean, I hope everybody learned a lot tonight, you know, and like got to a lot of takeaways from everything here. You know, I think everybody was really argumentative, but at the same time, we were all very observant, and like definitely tried to learn new things. And like that's just, I'm very proud of this panel. Everybody was really open. Do you got any last words, and shout out yourself really quick before we head out?
Absolutely. For those that actually do love and enjoy podcast culture, every Sunday night we shoot a podcast in Deep Ellum called Black Men Do Talk, DUE. And literally we have overdue conversations from a black man's perspective. It is a podcast with literally a live studio audience, and we'll have anywhere between 15 and 20 plus people show up each week. We all sit in, and it's 3 of us, the hosts, and then during the podcast as well, we have what's called the hot seat. So about 30 minutes to 45 minutes afterwards, we allow the live studio audience to chime in and literally have open conversations and just share each other's experiences and literally get to the nitty gritty of a lot of situations and conversations. So if you want to check out some more dope conversations from a black man's perspective who is foundationally faith-based as well, check out Black Men Do Talk. There's a lot of real niggas having a lot of real conversations. So check us out.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much for coming, man.
Bro,
Like, man, like, guys, we've had such a good range of so many good people with relationship advice. Like just so many different types of people, from married guys to just guys that are relationship people. Like, this is the most awesome Purple Pill channel on YouTube by far. Y'all are never gonna get better content than this
Facts.
anywhere else. Shout out to you, bro, for pulling up. Thank you so much to the beautiful ladies all for coming out. That we really appreciate y'all, and I hope that to have any of y'all back with another girl, if y'all ever want to bring a girl back to learn about some of these things. And chat, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna head out. We'll see y'all on Monday. I got a fire episode lined up for Monday. Lots of good girls. So yeah, we'll see you on Monday, guys. Peace out.
What?
I got a question for you.